Oh man, it's everyone's favorite cooking channel, Cooking with Jack. A notorious cooking channel with a lot of interesting videos that I subjected a number of people to for my own entertainment. This compilation is a result of that. So enjoy the absurdly long video. Now, I'm going to be looking at a video of Jack's called Lazy Man's Enchiladas. Now, as many of you already know, I'm Hispanic, so I'm definitely going to know my shit.
I have to preface before we let her unleash her recipe. I do red sauce on my enchiladas. She does green, so whatever one you like, we're going to put it down below. You can do red or green sauce. But today, I bought the red sauce thinking we were doing red sauce, and she's like, "What, Jack, you didn't get green?" I'm like, "Ah, whatever. We'll get over it." So this is what lazy man means. I don't have to go back to the store. We're doing red sauce today.
Alright, so let's see here. We got tortilla chips. Oh, wait, what? Well, hold on. You know, looking at the comments, and one of my favorite ones already on this one is constipation is no joke.
I get 2 cans of enchilada sauce, whether it's green or red is up to your preference. These come in mild, medium, and super hot and spicy. You also want to get 1 can of sliced olives, and that's to decorate or throw inside, whichever you prefer. And 1 onion, you're going to chop that up. That's for the meat. That's going to all go together. You want a large can of salsa, whatever your favorite kind is.
Okay, so as for the sauce, though, we got some white people sauce and some white people sauce. I guess he's going with the salsa rojo. Wait, hold up. This isn't enchiladas. This is... Are you making, like, chilaquiles, but just absolute dog shit? Because this is not enchiladas, like, at all. In case you're wondering, chilaquiles are tortilla chips simmered in a sauce, and the amount of things that you can try and do with it is pretty much infinite. However, if I was preparing chilaquiles right now, the last thing I would use is this garbage American shit.
I'm gonna get 1 can of sliced olives, and that's to decorate or throw inside, whichever you prefer.
Also, I just now noticed that there was olives there. Why?
Salsa, whatever your favorite kind is. This one's mild because we like this mild so everybody can eat it, but these also come in medium and super spicy.
Me and my Hispanic ass over here laughing at somebody saying that pake sauce of any variety is too hot for them. I'm so
And you want 1 big bag of cheese. This one is 2 pounds, and that's going to get mixed in. And then you want to take 2 bags of these littler bags of cheese, and that's going to be for the top.
Now, if I were to make chilaquiles, because I'm just going to call it that, I don't give a shit if they're going to call it enchiladas, it's chilaquiles. I would much rather use a different kind of cheese, like, I don't know, a block of queso fresco or something. But looking at this, though, this is, I really hope they don't just, like, pour the entire bag in there, because I'm going to cry.
First thing you want to do is take your bag of chips, and you're going to smash it. Just don't be shy, just smash it all up. And then you're going to pour that in your big bucket. Doesn't matter if you smash it perfect or not. Put all that in. Then the next thing you're going to do is dump your whole jar of salsa. Not the small one, but this medium size. Just dump it all in there.
Oh my god, it's not even simmered. Stop. No! Yeah, the classic Cooking with Jack tactic of just pouring everything together and hoping it's presentable. Yep, that checks out.
Take your enchilada sauce.
I'm gonna cry. No, stop, please.
Just pour it in gently. Don't get red sauce everywhere, because then you'll have to clean it up.
I'm gonna die, bro. I'm gonna fucking die. No, don't do it. Do not do it. Please, do not do it. Oh, no, no, no.
That had the sauteed onions and all, and just pour the whole thing. Don't worry about draining it unless you really want to drain it, but the juice kind of comes in handy because you want it to be a little liquidy for when it bakes. Then it's not going to be all dry.
Dude, it's just a pile of mush. No, it is absolutely disgusting. Like, you know what? I would rather have fast food than this. I can't, man. This is terrible. This is offensive. This is inherently offensive to me.
Then you take your big bag of cheese, the whole entire 2 pounds, and you just dump it all in. Don't be shy. It doesn't have to be pretty. All it has to do is taste good, and it's going to taste delicious. Trust you me. Okay. Now what you're going to do is take your small bag of cheese, and that's going to be your topping. Just dump the whole entire thing out. You can either use plain mozzarella and cheddar mix, or you can use what they call taco and nacho or Mexican blend. Either one, it's up to you. It just adds a little bit of extra flavor.
You know what? If a giant bag of cheese wasn't enough, you know what? We need extra cheese on top of the extra cheese that we already put in. That's not enchiladas. That's a ghetto lasagna. It looks like my dookie after too many hot Cheetos.
It's gonna absorb the liquid, and you don't want it to be super dry. So get a little milk and just kind of pour it in. You don't want to pour too much, so don't put too much at the beginning. Just kind of pour a little, mix it really good.
Yeah, you need some extra flavor with your extra cheese. I'm sure that's gonna work out very well.
Okay, look at this, folks. Delicioso. Does that look awesome or what?
No, it just looks like a lasagna, but like shit. Like, I couldn't even begin to describe the probable plastic American cheese taste this thing has. I don't know, man. It's just a cheese box, to me at least.
Okay, so now we're going to cut us a big old healthy piece. Oh, it's going right in, and give it a healthy piece, because once you taste it and it comes out so delicious.
I feel pain. Nothing but pain. Pain.
What we're going to do is we're going to just put a nice healthy dollop of sour cream on the top. Delicious.
You know, I would put sour cream on my chilaquiles, but the recipe has to be right, and the salsa that we use is a custom recipe that is neither verde or rojo. No, stop. Like, you already have enough cheese on there, and then adding sour cream on there like this is just, that's just foul. It's just foul.
In Spanish, we call this crema.
If it were me, I would be calling it absolutamente mugroso al más alto grado, man. Like, what the hell is this? If I were to make something like this, and I were to show my mom and tell her, oh yeah, mom, I made this, look at this, she would probably travel back in time and made sure that I was instantly aborted, so she never had to look at something like this ever again.
And then you're going to put a few olives on top just to make it look pretty. Actually, if you want to put a few extras, that'll be good. And you're ready to eat.
All right, to the fellow Hispanics, when in the hell has anybody that you've known, or, you know, maybe even yourself, like, have you ever seen anyone put olives on something like this? Like, at all? I've never seen it before.
Okay.
That looks good. I appreciate you holding the dish for me. Thank you.
No worries.
Oh, wow. It's a little warm.
So delicioso.
Oh yes, savor all of that plastic cheese, bros. Savor it real good.
I got hot good.
What do you think?
That's enchiladas. That is real enchiladas.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the greatest delusion of the entire video. No, it's not. Please stop.
Oh my gosh, it's like we're in school again. Except school food was never this good.
So delicious.
You know, if I were to take the terrible cardboard pizzas from school and then this, I'll probably take the cardboard pizzas any day of the week. I don't know, maybe it's because of the chocolate milk or something, I don't know. Alright, I didn't need to see any of this. I'm gonna go make some actual chilaquiles right now with some true salsa.
Hi, my name is Frank Stalag, and I'm with the science team. I'm going to be looking into Cooking with Jack's Bison Burger video. Oh boy, how does he fuck this up? Fun fact, he actually got the Bison stuff for free.
Bison, I got a call from a company. Here it is, Bison. Got a call from a company called Blue Bison. That's right. You can go to their website, Crown Blue Bison, and they asked me, they said, hey Jack, you ever done a show on Bison? I'm like, nope. And they're like, do you know what Bison is? I'm like, don't know what Bison is. I'm such an idiot. But I'm not going to lie. So they're like, well, Bison's buffalo, and it's really good, and it's leaner, and it's got better qualities. So look at these stats on Bison. This is incredible. Did you know Bison has less cholesterol than chicken, beef, and pork? Less calories and less fat grams. That is amazing. So anyway, they asked if I wanted to do an episode on Bison. If I did, they'd send me some ground bison and I could do a video on it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I just want to say thank you to Crown Blue Bison for sending me this. It was really cool that they sent it to me.
Yeah, that's probably going to explain what's going to happen in the next couple of minutes. First half of the video is just him making tacos, which I'm not here for Mexican food, I'm here for white people food.
I'm not going to get all fancy on this, but I am going to add a little something extra. Pound of ground bison, garlic powder, a little bit of some dried chopped onions. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to crack an egg in there. Top it off. Some of the best teriyaki sauce you'll ever taste. Just for a little kick, a little flavor. All right. A lot of flavor.
Well, these are the ingredients to make a shit burger, but don't you worry, Professor Scalfani is going to add yet another ingredient into this concoction.
There we go. Now, you're thinking, ew, there's a lot of liquid in there. How am I going to hold that all together? I'm going to mix it. It's going to fall apart when I fry it. Well, that's why you get the breadcrumbs out. Love breadcrumbs. What breadcrumbs do, they add a little substance, but they also hold everything together.
Breadcrumbs. So by the time that the burger has fully cooked, it's going to be crunchy. Have you ever heard of a burger being crunchy? I sure fucking haven't.
Oh, they smell great. They're almost done. Still a little pink on the sides here. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. Never, by the way, never, write this down, never press down your patties. That's such a bad thing to do. It squeezes all the juice out of them. Look at those bad boys.
Jack, with his ultra-level IQ, decides to cook 3 patties in that small-ass pan. You wouldn't want patties to be crowded like that because they're not going to have the same... They're not going to brown at the same time. You stupid motherfucker. My brain is melting trying to figure out the thought process of this fucking man. Ah! I also love that he points out that one of the burger's outsides is still pink. Put a pin in that one. That'll come up at some point.
Okay? Never do that. I'm going to show you how to build a hamburger. That's right. Normally I don't, I'll just show you the end product, but let's show you how I put it together.
Alright, we're almost done. What the hell does he put onto his burger?
Grab yourself a bun. These are the King's Hawaiian buns. They're so sweet. They're delicious. Little drop of teriyaki, because it is a teriyaki bison burger. Gonna slide that right on the bun. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, before it cools down, grab yourself a piece of cheese so the heat starts melting it.
Okay, provolone cheese. Based that he didn't use American cheese. But why didn't you melt it while you were cooking the burger, you fuck?
Slice of tomato right on top. Now, I don't know if you have these. They always have them at Subway. They're called pepper rings or banana peppers or pepperoncinis or whatever you want to call it. I like this. Gives it a little extra kick. Put that right on there. Beautiful.
Tomato. Banana peppers? Brother, ew.
And top it off once again. Little drop of teriyaki there. That's my teriyaki.
And more teriyaki sauce. How much teriyaki sauce do you need?
How beautiful that is. Uh-oh. It's awfully big, isn't it? Wow. And center it on the plate. There you go. All right, here we go.
So after recreating the burger from that one SpongeBob episode, he decides to cut it in half and give the viewers the glorious money shot.
Now, I have to warn you, once again, this is going to be rare, so if you don't like rare, you might want to leave the room now. There we go. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. I know it's going to be beautiful. I just know it. Oh, nice and pink, the way I like it. I can hear the emails coming. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Just take the bell off and put it on a bun.
And the burger is still fucking raw! It still looks like the raw meat that you were fondling with your hands a couple minutes ago! I am just bewildered. How has this man fucked up something as simple as a fucking burger. You could put more effort into choking out your own son, but to not make a decent fucking burger? What is wrong with you? Oh, well, that was a load of shit. If you learned anything from this, don't make raw fucking meat. That shit can make you sick. Anyways, I'm Frank. Here's a science tard, and
Here's a science tard. Hey, Charlotte. For the last round, fuck you.
hey, Sera, have fun editing this, you whore!
Ah, the Cooking with Jack show. Awful! A show that gives you tips on how to cook delicious meals. It fucking doesn't. All run by a man who knows exactly what he's doing. No, he doesn't. He's a goddamn lunatic. A YouTube channel I got interested in ever since Queen Seraphina told me about it. If only I knew this was being run by a delusional nutjob who has never touched a cookbook in his entire life. Oh, how I would have stopped caring. I mean, look, he ate raw chicken for God's sake. You can even see the blood in there. And I'm gonna be watching one of his videos so you don't have to. So I hope you appreciate what I'm about to do, because this is gonna be blimming torture while you guys are enjoying yourselves and watching my fucking misery. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? I think you all know where this is going. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. You know you're just getting nothing but signs of quality with these thumbnails. Okay, so the one I've picked today is the bacon explosion, and yeah, that thumbnail pretty much says it all. I mean, look at it. It looks like it was pulled out of Chernobyl.
Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here, and you're cooking with Jack on my 50th episode. Can you believe it? 50 of these bad boys.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
So we're gonna celebrate by doing the bacon explosion, all right? Bacon explosion's easy. I give courtesy to barbecueaddicts.com. They're the ones who came up with this.
Ah, so that's where you got the ideas from. You got it from a website that's just as delusional as you. Oh, Jesus.
I've seen it on the internet, pictures and everything, but I've never done it. So I'm going to try and do it and see if it really turns out delicious.
Yeah, and you probably should never have tried in the first place.
But first, I just want to thank a few people, all right? I've got a picture of my buddy Chris. Sent me a picture of his poutine.
Oh, sweet merciful Jesus. You know, I've never tried poutine before, but I'm not gonna lie, this is the worst way to introduce it to me. What the hell is that? Don't tell me that's supposed to be a veggie lasagna. That looks like the aftermath of a poor sod who had too many scrambled eggs. I've only just started watching this video and already I feel sick to my stomach.
And look how beautiful Kevin's vegetarian lasagna looks.
Beautiful is not a word I would use to describe that abomination.
And keep those pictures coming. You guys are doing a great job.
Please, for the love of God, do not encourage their delusions.
But right now, let's bring you in close and show you how to do the bacon explosion. So the first thing you do is take your thick cut bacon. Now the bacon I bought is smoked applewood bacon. You can get regular thick cut. I got the smoke flavor in the bacon, okay? And you're gonna do a 5x5 grid. Now once again, I've never done this before, so bear with me.
No, I think it's mostly don'ts when it comes to your cooking, Jack. I mean, let's be completely honest, you really shouldn't.
Do 5 strips across. So then you're gonna weave in strips of bacon like this. We're gonna make sure it's tight, so I think I need the bacon a little closer. There we go. All right. And then you just kind of smash it down. Now we still have bacon left because I got 2 pounds. The other part we're going to fry up later and chop up. I'll tell you that in a minute.
You know, I think this guy's comment here is a far more fitting title for the video. Yep, couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, so there's your first layer right there of weaved bacon. You can take a little seasoning, your favorite seasoning. I'm using the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste. However heavy you like it. I want to do a little black pepper. Yeah.
I can fully guarantee that this guy is going to destroy my love of bacon forever.
You can do whatever you want at this stage. And just to kick it up a little bit, just give it a little heat with some red pepper.
What the fuck is this?
All right, next thing we're going to do is add a layer of pork sausage. Let's do this. I'm going to put it on here. And I'm just going to spread it with my hands until I get about halfway. This is about 1 pound's worth, so. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be great. I just know it.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with this guy, but apparently this is what he does in a lot of his videos. He just pours a bunch of stuff on top and just hopes that it looks presentable, when in reality it looks just as bad as presentable as the Sonichu comics.
And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be great.
Yeah, mate, I can guarantee for certain that's not going to be the case here.
Okay.
No, not okay. Like, what is that? That looks like shit, mate. You know, I really love pork sausage, but now I fucking hate it because of you.
Okay, now you're going to take this bacon and you're going to cook it. Whatever's left of your 2 pounds of bacon. You're going to cook this bacon in a pan and you're going to chop it up into bite-sized bits like that. So I'm going to crisp mine up. If you don't like it crispy, cook it however you like bacon, okay? Because that's what's going to be our next layer.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this video ends up giving me depression.
So let's throw this in the pan right now. We'll bring it back all cooked up. You guys know how to cook bacon, right? Oh, it's going to be beautiful. You're watching the Cooking with Jack show.
Wait, what the hell? What is this?
We'll be right back, right after this message. Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here. Just want to tell you about my line of sauces.
Did he seriously just put an ad in the middle of his terrible YouTube video?
They're called the best sauces you'll ever taste.
Oh, I believe we can call false advertisement on that.
That's right. It's called the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste. Here's the best hot barbecue sauce you'll ever taste, the best teriyaki sauce you'll ever taste, and the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste.
Honestly, you should probably include a free stomach pump while you're at it.
All of them come with a money-back guarantee, and if you live in the United States of America, I give you free shipping.
Oh my god! Free shipping in the US? I'm sold, mate. Give me that sauce, fat boy!
I'm pleased to announce that my friends in the Great White North in Canada, I have now set up an order page for Canadian orders.
I feel so sorry for the Canadians.
And now, back to the Cooking with Jack show.
Oh great, back to the torture again.
Alright, so I took the balance of that bacon, I crisped it up a little bit. It's all cooked.
I'm going to cry. This man is going to put cooked bacon inside of raw meat. Do I even need to explain to you why that is so fucking wrong?
Now we're going to take all that and put it right on there.
Oh my god, he's actually doing it. He is actually putting the cooked bacon inside of the raw meat. I want to cry.
Add another layer of flavor. So, going to grab my best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste.
Oh yes, the sauce that comes with free shipping in the US. Again, I am so sold.
And it says to just put some sauce, kind of drizzle it. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was just an addict of some sort. Like, does he get high off this stuff? Is he literally addicted to snorting in the fumes of his own shit cooking? Actually, why am I asking myself that question? It makes perfect sense.
Okay, now at this point, they also recommend that you put seasoning on this.
I want to die right now.
But my barbecue sauce has a lot of seasoning. At this point, you want to season, put more salt, put more pepper, put more garlic, onion, whatever you want.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Now here's the hardest part. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm going to carefully try to roll this. And then I'm going to take this whole thing, I'm going to take a chance and lift this whole thing up for a quick second, up and down. The reason why I did that, I lifted it up and turned it just a little bit, is so that the seam is underneath. I've got barbecue sauce gushing out of this thing already. That's a trip. Look at that. It worked. Now, before I take this out on the grill, I'm going to take you with me, okay? But remember, you're going to smoke this.
Ah, so you do get high off this stuff. Well, that explains everything.
Okay, and I'm going to show you how to smoke. If you have a smoker, you already know how to smoke. But I'm going to show you in a minute how to do it on a gas grill, okay? You're going to smoke this at 225 degrees. It needs a center core temperature. If you have one of those temperature things you can poke in there.
Nah, I think the best option would be to simply burn it with fire.
So here's the lazy man's way. Ready? You take a pan with water and some wood chips. Put them in there. See how it's smoking right now? I want to capture that.
Okay, just a heads up everyone. My psychiatrist has diagnosed me with depression and he's given me medication for it. And I still want to die.
You got 2 flames over here, heating this up, smoking it. This side, there's no flames. So when you get on the barbecue, don't use the side with flames to put your meat on. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we got it rolled. Got it right here. Now you're going to add a little seasoning just to top it off.
If I was in your position right now, I would just cremate that fucking thing.
There we go. Most of that's going to blow off or fall off anyway, but there you go. You've topped it off. Now, close this bad boy. We'll check it. in 2.5 hours. It's been on for a little, almost 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let's,
I have no other words other than disgust right now. Like, what the hell is this?
it's good to take it off. This looks absolutely perfect.
Okay, it's official. This guy is a sadist.
But I can't cut it yet. You know why? Because the rule is, anytime you cook meat, you gotta let it set.
Oh, no.
15 minutes minimum, let your meat set. Whether it's ribs, steak, turkey, I don't care what it is. When you pull it out, let it cool between 15 and 30 minutes. All right?
All right, it's official. I'm going to convert to Islam after this.
Oh, one other thing. If you stab it with one of these things, don't pull it out. Trust me, if you pull it out, all the juice is gonna come gushing out.
That's what she said.
So just leave it in there. Don't be impatient. Be ready, because in a second, I'm gonna cut this bad boy open. How could I have forgotten the most important process of this? This thing's still hot. I forgot to coat the outside with sauce. Now, we're not gonna use a lot of sauce, but you're just gonna, just for presentation, what am I thinking? That's it, right there, look at that.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I'm gonna cut right in the middle. Okay, here we go. See, it's still steaming. I should have let it set a little longer, but I just can't wait. You can see, look at that. The Italian pork sausage wrapped in bacon. Look at that. Crispy bacon on the inside, gushing sauce, seasoning. You can even see some of the hot peppers, red peppers I put in there. That is gonna be delicious.
No, it's not.
That's a work of art, isn't it?
No, it isn't. Just stop lying to yourself.
This is how I would serve this. I'd have this on a plate like this. I'd get some like mashed potatoes and some green beans or broccoli or something. Nice, well balanced. You wouldn't want a lot of this. It's gonna be really, really strong and rich. I wonder what flavors I'm gonna taste first when I try this, because there's so many in here. There's seasoning, there's cracked red pepper, cracked black pepper, barbecue sauce. Yeah, the barbecue sauce is coming through. Bacon. There's the Italian sausage. I feel like I'm on Willy Wonka. Here comes dessert.
Nah, mate. Nah. You are not Willy Wonka. You are very much not Willy Wonka. You're more of in the vein of Peter Griffin when he made that unhealthy food truck.
Oh, there it is. All right. I'm starting to get a little bit of the red pepper heat. It's really good.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Keep savouring all of that future cancer. I'm sure your bowels will really appreciate it.
Wow. And it's really rich. You're definitely going to want something on the side to break up this. That's a lot of bacon flavor in my mouth. Unbelievable.
The only thing I find unbelievable is the fact that you're still alive and still standing. Like, seriously, how's this guy still breathing after consuming shit like this for years?
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, had to get it going again. It's a heart attack on a plate.
Well, at least you're being honest about that. Okay, I've seen enough now. I can't take any more of this. My love of bacon has been forever destroyed. Thank you so much, Jack. You are everything that is wrong with humanity. Now, if you would all excuse me, I'm gonna go convert to Islam.
Hi, I'm Lou. I like SpongeBob. That's pretty much my only qualifications for reviewing this video.
Alright guys, we're going to turn the clock back. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to go to a Hollywood luncheon that I went to. Alright? I went to this Hollywood luncheon and I saw a preview for a brand new, it was in 2000. It was an upcoming cartoon about a square sponge. And I was like, are you kidding me? This show's so not going to work. Right? And they're like, SpongeBob SquarePants. And I'm like, that's the worst name ever. It's totally going to die. Right? Who knew 20 years later it was going to be as big as The Simpsons?
I'm going to make a very quick note that none of what Jack is saying is at all accurate to the timeline of when SpongeBob would have started. SpongeBob was released in the year 1998.
1999, you dumb tit.
And it was even approved for its second season, August 11th of 1999, where it would go on to premiere, guess what, in the year 2000. I regret to inform you that is not what up and coming means, like at all. He makes it seem like it had just started premiering on Nickelodeon earlier that year or something. It's so stupid and bizarre.
It's one of my favorite cartoons. It always has been. There's so many good cartoons out there, but SpongeBob has always been nice, middle of the road, not political, funny all the time.
Not very political is a way to describe this cartoon, especially considering in the Krabby Chronicle, the whole episode is literally about not believing everything that the news tells you. Muscle Bob Buff Pants is quite literally about toxic masculinity, as SpongeBob doesn't feel like he is worthy enough of Sandy because he isn't a strong man. And one of the big things that Sandy's character allows the show to do is tackle racism and immigration. You do not know what you're talking about.
And one of the things that's big on SpongeBob is how to make the Krabby Patty.
It's not how to make the Krabby Patty, it's what the secret formula is. Two different things. Actually watch the show.
I love Krusty Krab. Okay guys, here it is. So I looked for a bun that was kind of a plain looking bun, but a good bun. I didn't want a big old nasty dry bun. So I went with the brioche bun because it looked the most like the Krabby Patty bun. Just kind of a plain, simple cartoon bun, right?
Yes, because when I think of a Krabby Patty, I think of a plain bun. Not a bun with sesame seeds on it.
I'm just gonna make my patties. So I'm gonna grab a chunk of meat, put it in there.
I'm not really gonna make fun of him for this, as he can't really help the fact that he can only use one hand, as he had a stroke. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna make fun of him for the fact that he's still wearing a ring and a watch.
Whoops. Take the press. Press it down. If anything comes off, like on the edge, just grab it and throw it back in the bowl. Okay, that means you had a little bit too much. Okay? So then you're gonna... I don't have probably the best burger press, but I'll tell you this, that I probably should have done non-stick spray in the burger press, but good burger press, the bottom comes out so you can lift the patty straight up. Unfortunately, this one doesn't, so I'm gonna have to finagle it out.
You know what, I cave. It's not the fact that you don't have a good burger press. Well, yeah, you don't. But you also don't have the manpower to actually push it down properly. Because you can't use both of your hands, Jack.
Okay, before we pop these into the refrigerator to solidify them a little bit, right now they're soft and gooey.
This part confuses me. Why are you trying to freeze them before you cook them? As someone who worked in fast food, it literally makes no difference if you decide to freeze your patties before you cook them. Only thing it makes it taste like is fast food. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point, but come on, it's the crusty fucking crab.
So we're just gonna season them with the best gourmet seasoning over taste, my seasoning. Make sure they're on each patty. So that when we put them face down, seasoning side down, in the frying pan, all we gotta do is season one more side. So we're gonna put them in the fridge like that. You can go heavy, you can go light, however you like.
Well now, congratulations. You now have an uneven amount of seasoning on each patty because you didn't bother mixing the seasoning in with the original batch of hamburger meat. You added it on after you decided to turn them into the patties.
Here's where we're gonna build our masterpiece, right here. And as you can see, we have perfectly put all our ingredients right here.
I'm sorry. What is that tomato?
Oh my goodness! Squidward!
Let's go get our burgers now. Get a little oil in the pan.
Spread the oil around evenly, Jesus Christ.
And in the freezer or fridge for a few minutes. Take the seasoning side down. So you don't have to season that again. Put that there. Okay, this side still needs to be seasoned. There we go.
That side is nowhere nearly as seasoned as the other. What the fuck?
Remember, the patties are thick, okay? You want to make sure you get a good outer crust.
I cannot tell if you actually burnt the patty or if that is seasoning. What did you do?
Anyway, he finally remembers the recipe. And he says bun, patty.
Don't fucking touch that with your bare hands, you disgusting freak.
Then he does lettuce, Then he does cheese.
Of course he does the most inferior cheese known to man. Cheddar. Disgusting. Why didn't Dog just choose Colby Jack? It's much better than this fucking mess.
Which I'm not sure why, but that's how he listed it. Usually the cheese should go on the patty, but gotta make this one right? Take your onion, place it right in there. Place your tomato right on top of that.
Why the fuck is that tomato so goddamn big? I thought you were gonna cut it down more.
Then ketchup. Then ketchup. Then mustard. Then pickles. 1 pickle, 2 pickle, 3 pickles, 4 pickles. And then a bun. Look how beautiful that is. I gotta take pictures.
I know exactly what I'm going to taste when I take a bite out of this fucking patty. 90% tomato, 5% onion. Everything else on this burger is the remaining 5%. Now, I want to do a little experiment. Now, as you can see, I have both depictions of the Krabby Patty. The one from the TV show and the one from the actual fucking video. And on top of that, I made cheeky little diagrams, each color representing each and every single ingredient. Now, if I get rid of this, and I take Jack's stupid Krabby Patty, and I move it over, this doesn't look even, now does it? The proportions are not at all even. Fuck you, Jack, you made me do this, you cunt. There isn't really anything else I want to say on the matter other than Jack sucks at cooking and every ounce of salmonella he gets is his fault.
I'm gonna fucking hate it here. Hello disciples of the internet, how are y'all doing today? I'm Charlotte or Nora, whichever you would prefer, and I fucking hate it here. So, Sera asked me to do a segment for this fuck-ass video, and I wanted to do Hispanic food, but she already did enchiladas. So how about we do some more enchiladas? Now, after seeing what Sera talked about, I have a feeling this is just gonna be more of the same. And I'm gonna fucking hate it here even more. So, let's stop fucking around and watch this shit.
Basically, we've got 2 big bowls of these meatballs that I had got out of the freezer. I want to cook them up because they're gonna expire in a few weeks, and I'm gonna make some meatball enchiladas right now. So, or lazy man meatball enchiladas. This is gonna be really easy. You guys ready?
No the fuck I am not ready. Get me out of here, please.
Come on in. Once again, lazy recipe. You got the frozen meatballs. So before I use these in I'm gonna make like a casserole dish with these meatballs. I'm gonna brown these up in pan with a little bit of oil. I like my meatballs to have an outer crust, so I'm gonna toss these around in a hot frying pan for a little bit before I use them in my casserole dish.
How much do you want to bet he's just not gonna fry that shit up and it's going to have slightly less melanin than I do?
Then I'm gonna use red enchilada sauce.
That is not enchilada sauce. That is gringo sauce. Get that shit away from me.
Do some onion powder.
Ah yes, some Walmart fucking onion powder. Exactly what I want in my Hispanic food.
Taco seasoning.
If that's taco seasoning, then I must be fucking Freddie Mercury. That don't look like no taco seasoning. That looks like red sand.
And Mexi cheese, okay?
And to no one's surprise, it looks like the exact same fuck-ass cheese he used for those first enchiladas.
And I think that's it, right? Alright, I got a lot of meatballs, so I'm making 2 batches. One batch is gonna go to Tammy's work, and all the workers are gonna feast off that.
Oh, those poor workers. Those poor workers who already have to suffer a job, now they gotta suffer your cooking. Fuck you.
One will stay here at the house, but I gotta get rid of these meatballs because I don't want them going bad on me.
Oh, you mean like that brisket you left in the freezer for a year that you put in your goddamn chili?
So, this is what we're gonna do. Pour your sauce in a bowl. You 1 can of sauce. Just gonna pour some onion powder in the mix. There we go. Some taco seasoning, gonna pour that in the mix. Just gonna mix this up. Meatballs are almost ready.
You know, I'm no culinary genius, but I feel like you're supposed to, simmer the sauce first, and also to add that shit in once it's heated up so that the flavors incorporate. But why the fuck am I explaining this to you? You don't know how to fucking cook either.
So we're just gonna get that all mixed in. I did a little olive oil spray.
Why are you putting the cheese at the bottom? Why are you... What is this?
There we go. There we go. This is 1 batch.
Oh, would you look at that? He actually cooked something right for once.
Okay, so we're gonna spread the meatballs out. We're gonna start pouring.
Now see, what you've created there, sir, is not meatball enchiladas. That right there is the aftermath of a fucking vasectomy.
Grip the cheese. Put that about...
Oh yes, because the cheese at the bottom wasn't enough. You had to just make the lactose intolerant people suffer twice. Jesus.
I'm gonna put it at 350 until the cheese looks melted and slightly golden brown, okay? Let's let this cool off a little bit. We'll try it out, and we'll go get the other tray for Tammy's work. It's all coming out good.
You know, coming out good is one way of putting it, not the way I would have put it, but you do you, buddy.
Not a lot of juice. Well, I mean, you have plenty of juice, but you do have juice.
Yeah, I think I'd like as least of the white people sauce as possible, thank you.
This is something inexpensive my mom would have made. Would have fed us for 1 or 2 nights.
Why you gotta drag your mama into this, bro? Don't put slander on her name like that. See, me personally, if someone made that would not have fed me for 1 or 2 nights. That would have fed me for 1 or 2 bites, and then I would have thrown that shit back at whoever made that shit for me.
Try this one. All the meatballs are marinated in that enchilada sauce. Got that Mexican flavor. Love it.
If that's what you call Mexican, then I must be fucking Asian or some shit, because that is not Mexican. That is, again, white people sauce. You are basically feeding people Taco Bell. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Real good.
Boy, I know you ain't lying. That shit is not good. That's gonna give you salmonella for a 3rd time.
Alright, let me put the rest back. I'm gonna wrap this up for tonight's dinner. Gave it a try. I give it a big thumbs up.
I'm gonna give that shit a thumbs down. I'd bury it in the backyard again. 0 out of 10 IGN.
Took seconds to put together.
And I'm sure that shit took seconds to cook, because that shit looks like you cooked it at 3 degrees.
We'll feed a lot of people. Kind of help you stretch that dollar, alright?
You know, if you gotta stretch a dollar, pull up to a fucking McDonald's or some shit. I don't know.
I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.
How about see me never? Thank you. So yeah, that was me looking at this fuck-ass cooking by this white man. Yeah, no, I do not approve of the use of gringo sauce, especially not for meatballs. You are pissing off both Mexicans and Italians at the same time. I don't know how that's even possible. I also do not like the overuse of the sauce and the lack of real seasoning. And the way he described it as having flavor, that does not look like flavor. That looks like despair. Despair in the form of some frozen-ass meatballs and some fuck-ass cheese and some fuck-ass gringo sauce. Anyways, if you like me suffering and yapping, subscribe to me, motherfuckers. Anyways, I'll pass the mic on to someone less qualified than I am.
So, I have been asked by a friend to review a video, blind review, not seen it before, of a video by the channel Cooking with Jack show, which, I'll be honest, I didn't know about before that. And the video in question is called Garbage Stew, which, I mean, from the thumbnail doesn't look that bad for garbage, I suppose. But I've been told that I'm going to regret watching that video, so how about I start regretting things? Huh? Let's get right into it. Because apparently this guy is infamous for thinking he's making amazing stuff and failing to do so.
I'm serious. If I don't use this onion today, it's going in the garbage. Hence the name. The celery's starting to turn on the edges. This lime's starting to get shrivelly. The other one was brown. I had to throw it out. I got leftover jalapenos. I think that was from a nacho video.
I'm starting to understand where the garbage in Garbage Stew is coming from.
Leftover. Got a salsa here.
How old is this shit?
Recipe. I didn't even use it. Roasted red peppers. Does anyone remember how long ago that was? They're still
and also,
good. Until 2016.
That might just be me as a French person. I don't know. Like, I'm not used to the American ways of things, you know. But who the actual motherfucking fuck, if you will, keeps their meat in zipline fucking plastic bags? Like, I'm not saying like those are super useful. That's all nice and dandy. Like, that shit's useful, sure. But for meat, do you not own Tupperwares? Is that not a thing? I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Like, it works. It's just that's new.
What else? Oh, I found a can of corn, sweet corn.
I don't know.
That's gonna expire any day.
I'm
French onion beans.
Concerned about the expiration dates, though, on everything.
This is not my idea.
Like, what do you mean? Even canned food is about to expire. Yeah, no, you don't know. Yeah, no.
Myself or my family sick, so
you're gonna anyway, but.
All right. Cut up all the hot dogs. I don't know how I want the hot dogs. I guess I'm just gonna do
sausages.
I guess I'll do them in just small pieces.
I'm unsure about some of that meat. I'll be real.
But I'm
at
going
least
with
the
this method.
sweet potatoes look good. Like, some of those ingredients look, at least look, somewhat fresh. I'm mostly worried about the meat.
And then the
it's gonna be
green beans,
stew, so...
sweet cream of corn, green chilies.
It's just hold up. He's just putting everything in there at the same time.
Roasted
like
red peppers.
He's not.
I should cut those up.
That meat's not gonna cook like this.
Nah. Jalapenos.
That...
little Cajun seasoning. A beer.
He's just putting everything in at the same time.
Salsa.
Huh? Okay, but like, the meat seemed, for most of it at least, already cooked or at least smoked. It hasn't moved.
Just a grip like that of spinach.
That, huh? Okay.
The spinach in there cooks almost instantly.
There is so many things in there. There is so many things. Like you can make a stew with a lot of ingredients, but this is a lot of ingredients.
Look at a lot of hot dogs. Is not.
Good
stuff's on the bottom anyway.
There's a lot of things in there.
Now I got a little bit of everything in here. Oh,
yeah, you do have a little bit of everything in here.
Potatoes in there. You let that cool. So and then once you pulled it all out,
what kind of taste does that have?
Okay, so let's get a little bit of.
Yeah, at least the origin of the name is a little less scary, but I'm.
There we go.
I would still be unsure about trying this out.
Oh yeah.
Please tell me it's because it's hot that you're on like. I guess the
flavor.
If the meat is pre-smoked, you can cook it like this. But I feel like
I really never done a garbage
so
stew
fucking
before.
soggy though. I mean, it's a stew, but
I'm gonna eat this for dinner with my family. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I would make that. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if I would make that. That was that was entertaining. Yeah, I'll put entertaining in there. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I'm not the best at cooking. So I'm not gonna fucking pretend that I can like properly criticize this guy. But I Oh, that was a lot of kind of random shit in there. I feel. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't regret eating just before watching this video. I was kind of scared that would be a bad thing, but you know what? No, it's okay. It's alright. I've heard worse. I've heard worse about this. I've heard more horror stories than this. I think I got easy on that. I got it easy with this one. But wow, that was something. Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch more of those videos, see if I can find worse than this at some point. But yeah, this one was interesting to say the least. Huh.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm just gonna speed through most of the intro because it's not really that important and has nothing to do with the video that I am being forced to watch. It's something best soups, chilies, and whatever recipes. I don't know, I'm sure they all cook better than him.
Right now, though, we're doing a product review. It's called Bag and Season. Bag and Season Original Chicken. Now, I haven't used a bag and seasoning, a prepackaged thing like this, since I was probably that big. My mom used to do this thing called Shake and Bake. That's right, I think they still have it.
Yes, they do actually, because my mom still uses it sometimes. And don't you dare make fun of her, I will scream. I love my mom.
Well, that's kind of what this is, and somebody asked if I would review it. It's from McCormick, who does lots of seasoning. So we're gonna see if it's any good, and I'm gonna put it side by side. So I'm gonna do half a chicken in this, and then another half a chicken in my regular gourmet seasoning that I have. The best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste.
See, if this seasoning is not a combination of this, garlic powder, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, or just pepper in general, because I fucking love pepper, I want nothing to do with it.
And we're gonna see if there's a difference. I'm not looking to say mine's better than this. That's not why we're doing this. I'm just doing a lazy season with mine on chicken in a pan, and then using their bag and seasoning and seeing if it's moister, if it has a good flavor. I'll let you know if this is good. Once again, we're not here to knock this, we're here to see if it's good. Oh, it looks like there's 2 pouches. Okay, you cut here, and that's the cooking bag up front. See, there's 2 cuts. You cut that, and you cut this for the seasoning. All right, so let's open this up carefully. Pretty nice sized bag. I'm gonna place the chicken in there. 1 piece down there. 1 piece in there.
Sir, are you alright? You shouldn't be out of breath just from cooking. Do you need to sit down? Please sit down.
And in between the chicken, move that over. In between the chicken, I'm gonna put some celery in there. And some carrots. There we go. Nice and tight. And then it says just to poke 4 little holes. So I'm gonna snip 4 little holes with the scissors. Yep. We're gonna do the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste. This is how I normally would do it. That would be it. And then I would just throw that in the oven. So let me get the oven started. Okay, if you're just doing the chicken in the bag recipe, 350 degrees for 30 minutes, 2.5 pounds of chicken that's seasoned with some vegetables. I'm gonna cook a little longer because I'm putting them side by side, so it's gonna take longer to cook.
You hear that sound, kids? That's what we call foreshadowing.
Anytime there's meat involved, you want to.
Oh god, why does it look like that? Why does it look rotten? And why is it still pink? What the fuck, dude?
Just let it sit for a few minutes. So we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes. Gonna cut this open. Wow. Okay, I can tell you right now, I haven't even cut it open yet. There's steam coming out. The seasoning, though, is definitely smelling good. Take a look. I have to say, this looks more attractive than that.
See, if you just gave this to me and I had not cut into it and asked me which one looks better, the one on the left definitely looks better. But, as you will soon see, it's about to get worse.
So we will see in a few moments. Okay, so let's cut into the thigh here.
Why is it, I don't think chicken is supposed to be that juicy. Ugh, gross. Oh, why is it pink? Oh god, why is it pink? Don't tell me you're gonna eat that, dude. Ugh. Cafeteria lunches look better than this. Oh dear. Ew! Dude, no, that's blood. That is straight up blood right there. Oh god, no, that... No, it's not supposed to be like that. No, this isn't beef. This is not steak.
Red in your chicken, when you cut into it, literally 1 minute in the microwave, boof, just pops it right out. It'll cook it the rest of the way. It won't dry it out. That's a good tip.
Sir, I'm sorry, but you do not belong in the kitchen. You are hereby banned from the fucking kitchen. If anything, you probably belong on Worst Cooks of America, and I'm pretty sure you'd probably win that. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Don't panic. It's not a big deal, okay? Alright, so let's try this one first. I'm going to try the McCormick one, which is dripping like crazy. Here we go. Moist. Very good. Very good. Alright, I'm going to try the celery real quick. Perfect. Let's try the carrot. Wow. Perfect. Nice and sweet. Okay, now I'm going to try mine. Mine has a big puddle. It's not dripping. A lot of moisture though still. But I think the McCormick bag held a lot of that moisture in. That's really cool. Just as good. Here we go. Celery. The celery that cooked outside the bag is a little sweeter. Weird. Don't know why. And the carrot outside the bag. The center is a little firmer, but it's still enjoyable and perfectly cooked.
Did I stroke out? Did they stroke out? Someone has stroken out.
Nice job. All right. Last test, I'm going to take a piece of the skin, because that's where most of the flavoring is. If you don't like the skin, take it off, and then season your meat, so it'll get into the meat. All right, that's good.
I don't have words. I'm speechless. I'm done. Bye. I'm gonna go eat real food now.
So good old Spoochy wants me to watch whatever the hell this is, I suppose. How the hell do you even say that? Beef Bourguignon? I give up. This video is 16 minutes long. What the hell is he doing? Making a fucking cooking commentary? What? I don't think there was a need for a YouTube clickbait intro, but you do you, I guess. The only normal thing out of this video might be the Subway cookies. Just making a future prediction there. Oh god. Oh, I bet you're gonna make a lot of French people happy with how you're gonna cook this.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be the hardest episode ever to do.
No, really? What gave that away? Also, it's hard for you because you're an Italian guy cooking a French dish! Also, I'm skipping most of this considering the fact that he babbles on about a giveaway and other videos that he's redoing for about a good 5 minutes, which isn't really necessary, but he put it in there anyway, so let's just jump straight into the cooking, I guess. By the way, as a little side note, he decides to make this dish because it comes from the movie Julie and Julia. So I guess culinary inspiration comes from movies that haven't been heard from in years, I suppose.
By the way, the recipe's down below, so you don't have to write this down right now, okay? You can just copy and paste it from below. I've got mushrooms, Cabernet Sauvignon.
So wait, you're following a No way. He lists off all the fucking ingredients and the whole recipe. God damn. Yeah, no, we are already off to a great start if his assortment is if it's spread out like that. Oh no, what are you doing? What are you doing?
The recipe's gonna be done on the stovetop, but let me show you really quick. The recipe asks for a 4 to 6 ounce piece of bacon, and I got one that's uncut. You can ask your butcher.
Why did you? Oh my god. Oh. So you mean to tell me you were fine going to the butcher shop, getting a huge piece of fucking bacon that you could have used for other dishes, but decided to waste it on a fucking dish? Is that? What? My dude, you could have just gotten bacon bits from the fucking dollar store just fine. Oh my god, my brain! Also, we're not gonna talk about how he cuts the piece of meat. I think the video speaks for itself.
Right? You're just gonna slice that off. Don't throw it out, because you're gonna cook it. We're gonna use it, but just separate it from the rest of the bacon. Let me show what I'm talking about here. So there's the rind right there. Okay, that's the hard part. Save this, we're gonna use this.
I'm done. You know what, that's it. This is me walking away, because I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. See ya. Cut them into tinier pieces, you fool! That's how you're supposed to make bacon bits! At this rate, you're just putting chunks of pork in there for no reason. Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing now?
Get some water boiling, because you're gonna take the bacon and the rind, and you're gonna simmer that. We're gonna simmer that for 10 minutes. So we've done this for 10 minutes.
You're supposed to pan fry it! The fat is so boiled, you can see it coming out of the fucking water. Oh. Ew. I'm fully convinced he unintentionally is trying to make lard out of that.
Okay, bacon's out of the water, water's out of the pot. Tablespoon of olive oil.
Use a measuring spoon! Oh my god, what are you doing? And then after that, he decides to put the bacon back in and fry it for a couple of minutes. Oh my god, I don't even know how much more of this I can take.
Once again, leaving all the fat behind. And this is where you start to brown your meat.
No broth, no nothing, just putting extra meat in meat juices. Yeah, that's perfect flavor.
Okay, looks like all the meat's been browned. So you want to remove all the meat. Put that in a separate bowl. Now that you got the fat in the pan, all the meat's out, you're gonna put...
Those aren't cut properly. Those aren't cut properly. Those aren't cut. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the #1 reason why most people order DoorDash nowadays.
Vegetables are done. You're gonna pull those out now. That's kind of cool. So far, so good, huh?
Sure. Let's go with that, buddy.
Now here's the cool part. I've never done this before. You're just gonna take the flour. Just gonna coat all your meat with it.
Please make it stop. Please make it stop. Please. Flour? Flour. Oh my god. I can't even word. Decided to skip through this once more, considering he kept going on and on about something that wasn't a part of this video specifically, so that's nice.
4-minute trips in the oven, and you're getting like an outer crust starting here. Now, let's start putting in the rest of the ingredients it asks for. So we're putting in 3 cups of full-bodied young red wine. I don't know what that means, but somebody at the store told me Cabernet Sauvignon 2010 or 2009 will work.
Whoever told you that was a damn liar. That, and this looks like a very interesting version of the parting of the Red Sea. Why are you putting broth mixed with wine? It's not going to sit well.
And all your spices, which is garlic, thyme, and bacon, drop in there. And the paste. There you go. And the bacon you saved from earlier, you drop in there. You mix all this up, you throw it in.
That looks like what's left of my stomach after watching this video. Oh, there it is. The final result, and yeah, no, even I wouldn't eat that if that was the last thing on Earth. Would I recommend this? Hell no. Absolutely not. I'm not even French, and this outright disgusts me. So, overall, I hated this. I hated sitting through this. The worst 16 minutes of my damn time. Sera, Never again, dude. This was... Oh my god, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. Fuck this.
Boy, cream cheese crack chicken. Sounds delectable. Are you kidding me? There are no comments? What am I gonna laugh at after? Let's see this man's beautiful curations. Like, his kitchen really doesn't look that bad. This is my first time watching Cooking with Jack show, so I only have the highest expectations. I just gotta say, I love how this it doesn't have HD video. It's 720p.
Cocaine in this recipe.
Man, I'm actually freaking out, man. Don't tell me to take it easy.
Even if I was slow.
What type of liquid is that? Is that like the water, the Mississippi River? What is that?
Cheddar. I love cheese.
Me too.
Almost use half that.
I can't stop looking at that dopey pig on his kitchen shelf. I don't know what about it, but I just keep staring at it. I don't know. I don't know what he has.
It's all in here. We'll give you a shot in a minute.
I don't know
right
why.
Now we're gonna take a cookie sheet and
It
toast these
allures my
buns,
soul.
on our broiler. So get this in the oven and get it toasted. Let me show you what this goodness looks like. That's what it looks like. All right, so grab your cheese. Place it right on the bottom. Get a scoop of your chicken mixture. Don't worry if it kind of goes all over the place. It's supposed to. Just ooze everywhere. Look at that.
Oh, good heavens. Oh, okay. Maybe it looks a lot better in real life. Maybe it smells a lot better in real life. I don't know what it smells like, but like here it looks good. The lighting looks good. Maybe it's just the lighting.
Cheese and take your
Oh.
crumbles and
It looks so wet. Oh, it looks so wet.
like that.
It's so wet.
Be real.
Why does it look like slop? There are a couple smaller comments I would like to make before finishing off. This is now post initial recording cheese, and every single time I just look at it again, and I just see horror. Like, in there's a little bit of suspending of my disbelief that it could be a decent meal. Like, I remember when I was younger and I would be at camp and they'll pull out whatever the heck they were making in the cafeteria. It looks like slop, and it probably will taste like slop, but hopefully something of the slop will actually taste good. But when I look at this and like the slopness of it, I know as a fact the only thing that I would be eating is picking off the bacon, then eating the bread. This Jack somehow doesn't want the bread, and like you need something to absorb all that up. That's so much slop. Like, who? Bacon. Like, that's the only thing that looks appealing to me. Like, maybe you put some green onions on that, but like that does not solve your problem of the slop. This is a triple cheese massacre. Like, he makes such little happy noises when he puts it in his mouth.
That cheesy mixture is to die for.
It's delectable. I know, champ. I know.
Unbelievable. So you can eat this just in a bowl by itself. Put it on a hoagie.
Oh, God. I really wish there were comments. I would have such a good laugh at them. Oh, jeez.
This week we're doing party cheese salad.
Why do you have Cool Whip? What is this?
Then I tasted it.
What did Sera make me watch?
Oh. You got cream cheese.
Wait, no. What am I looking at? I see cheese? What looks like a cut bell pepper or onion of some sort? Crushed pineapple, cream cheese, Cool Whip, pecan. Oh my god, what? Sera, I'll kill you later for this. I don't know about you, but where I come from, you eat that stuff cold. That stuff is best cold.
And you're going to mix that until it totally mixes in.
Excuse me?
Cream cheese pretty much melted down. You can still see the chunks of pineapple in there. I think we're about ready to add the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna add the chopped celery, bell peppers, pimento, the nuts. We're gonna mix that in.
I'm at a complete loss.
Looks horrible, but I'm telling you, Aunt
I mean, I've had beans and mac, but at least those things have some correlation. Some type of...
Have as good as hers. I'll be in business. Okay, I've turned the flame off. I'm just mixing it in now. So go ahead and turn your flame off. There we go. Get it all mixed in. All right, here's a crucial ingredient. Your whipped cream. What? Let's get that out there.
So let me get this straight. You are A, cooking whatever this abomination is. And your next step is to put fucking Cool Whip on it. Okay. Okay. I'll never get through this if I keep pausing. Okay, I know what I just said. I was expecting to maybe put a little bit of the Cool Whip in there. That's the entire goddamn pot. This thing is taking up maybe 30% of what is in that pot right now. 40% if I'm being generous. What? Okay.
Gonna mix that in gently. Don't want to spill over.
Uh-huh. Because you just added 30% more to the pot.
It's the Cool Whip. I don't recommend using imitation or fat-free or sugar-free because they have a different reaction.
Says the guy that's had 4 strokes because of what he ate.
Cool Whip or real whipped cream.
Oh, this is an abomination.
Just use real whipped cream. Creamiest you can find. Thickest you can find. Now I'm going to move this off to the side.
He's not...
I'm going to get my glass dish here. And you're going to pour it in the dish carefully.
What?
Kind of mix it around so the pineapple is all throughout the...
Oh yeah, because that's your concern.
Throughout the dish, okay?
Not everything else about it. The pineapple's your concern.
I'm going to sprinkle on some cheese on top. Use American cheese. I wouldn't use a cheddar or because it's not going to have the same
This
flavor.
is actually making me gag.
Now I'm going to chill this overnight, and then we're going to take a look at it in the morning. It's going to be solid.
Wait.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be...
I need... He's not cooking it. He's putting it in the fridge. Okay. I threw up a little bit in my mouth. That's fine.
Sweet.
Continue.
Delicious. Try this out. So we've only been chilling this for
It
about
looks like
4
it's made
hours.
of plastic.
But as you can tell. All right. So let's serve up a little section here. Try it out. And you just cut it almost like a dessert. And you just scoop it
What?
out. Look at, can you see it?
It is taking every ounce of my willpower to get through this, Sera.
Almost like a pudding effect.
I'm like having to shift between the two screens because seeing it in HD on my other screen and not in OBS is actually making me want to fucking vomit.
So here's to delicious tasting.
No, you don't get to fucking fake this, dude. You don't get to fucking fake this. I'm gonna point out, right fucking now. I'm gonna point out, he does not look like he's having a good time. He really doesn't. He looks like he is about to throw it up himself. I'm not even in the same room as that. And I want to throw up. This is not a man that is enjoying himself right now.
Alright, I'm gonna chow on this.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. Thank you, Dr. Bob. I needed to be snapped back to reality from that. Oh my god. Sarah, I know sometimes I might disappear for a while. But if I disappear after this, it is because I am violently throwing up. What the fuck did you make me watch?
Hello, it's me, Melody.
So one of my friends, Sera, asked me to make a little segment for her video talking about this cooking channel, Cooking with Jack show, and I was confused because it's like, okay, it's a terrible cooking show. Who cares? What's the big deal? But then I did some research. Apparently this guy went on a podcast and bragged about choking out his son. So bestie, say no more. Normally I wouldn't be as nitpicky about strangers on the internet, but considering these circumstances, yeah, I'd say it's fair game. Okay, so I will preface, I don't consider myself a cook or that great of a chef at all, but I have made gluten-free pizza. Despite having IBS and celiac, Sera still wanted me to do the pizza episode, so I am canceling her. I am calling, this is a public call out. Besides the gluten-free pizza that I made, a lot of the pizza that I'm used to is just flat-ass cardboard crust, so let's see what kind of pizza this guy makes. I wonder if it'll...
Just a little bit. If I can get
This
it
is
out.
where shit gets
Come on.
weird. I've never heard of putting honey in pizza.
Work this in.
That's, I don't know.
Then you're gonna take a little bit of olive oil.
Oh no.
And you're gonna find a few times I'm gonna reach for the olive oil.
Oh no.
Never have too much olive oil, but just a little bit with the olive oil.
So that's
there.
relatively
You
fine.
can see we got a little bit of a dough mixture
You might be
right
seeing
there.
that and being like, oh, that wasn't that much olive oil. That's a fine amount of olive oil. It gets worse.
There's a little bit of olive oil in there.
2 shots of vodka. Ugh.
Let it hit the oil and then just kind of flip it. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
You get
Some
that
oil on
fucking
there.
get that out of my face.
Just gonna... Let's take a look at our dough. It's been about almost an hour and a half. So we're gonna open it up, take a look at it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Isn't it great?
You can tell just by the way he moved it. It's so... It's just like a tumor's growth full of parasites.
Like, need to eat it, but we're gonna need it with our hands. So what we gotta do is flour our board. So I'm gonna... I saw this on the internet. I'm gonna try this out right now.
I mean, we're gonna get to a great example of this going forward, but there's just a lot of little bits of incompetence that I noticed pittered throughout the few videos that I have seen of this guy's channel. Just little instances of either overt laziness or there's just little things that he does that shows that he doesn't really have that much care for the craft. And I mean, his output clearly shows that. I don't... But especially with how he mentions, like, oh, I just saw this on the internet, so I'm doing it. He doesn't really talk about following a specific recipe. He doesn't mention doing that much research. He just saw it on the internet. Not trying to imply that you need to be classically trained in the culinary arts or anything, but I feel like it shows some kind of... I don't know if egocentrism is too strong of a word, but it shows that, you know, you have a cooking channel. Your whole channel is centered around cooking. I would expect you to have a little more passion, a little more interest in the craft. Oh, look at that! That looks like a fucking lymphoma! I'm not putting a photo on the screen of what a lymphoma is!
That's the dough.
So I have celiac. How dare you show me flour near to my eyes? How could you do this?
Time you start working with flour, wow. I know you guys are gonna call me a guy, but I'm using my son's Gatorade bottle. It's all clean. Gonna flour it all completely. Anything in the shape of a cylinder will work for rolling out.
See, this is what I was talking about. He has a show, he has a YouTube channel about it, he has cookbooks, but he can't be bothered to... And if you're familiar with his content, you're probably like, wow, Melody, you're holding him to a really high standard. But it's like, this is just what I would naturally expect of anyone that cooks regularly. He said at the beginning he doesn't do a lot of stuff with flour. Which is a very odd statement for me, because I feel like a good chunk of cooking is also baking. Or just baking adjacent, I suppose. What do you mean you don't work with flour? Flour isn't exclusive to pizza or cooking dough. Flour is put in soups. I would know! Believe me, I could go on a whole rant about this, because he mentions that, oh, you're gonna call me a guy, but I'm using this, and I feel like that's insulting to guys. Why are you implying that men are just incompetent and are like, oh, I can't be bothered to get a rolling pin? Hey, I fucked up this point. What I was trying to say was, just because you're a man doesn't mean you are intrinsically lazy. Being lazy is not something exclusive to men, and I feel like what he said kind of implied that. I don't know why he said that. I know I'm probably taking this way too seriously, but these are just this is just my thoughts. You clicked on this video, you came to this segment, and you're gonna listen to me ramble, and you're gonna like it.
I want to do more pizzas, so, but right now, I ain't investing the money.
He's like, I'm not investing the money. I don't want to invest money in a basic cooking tool. But you guys go and support my Patreon, buy my cookbooks, join my membership. Am I stupid? Is that not weird? Am I weird for thinking that? Because I don't think I am. Like, I'm an artist, right? You go to my channel, you're gonna expect to see some kind of, like, knowledge about the arts. I have some, like, you'd expect me to have, there's an expectation of, like, some kind of education. Doesn't need to be formal, but it just, some kind of knowledge about the thing that I'm talking about, you know? I'm just so surprised by the overt incompetence of this man. If I'm rambling, this is why I don't make commentary videos. This is why I just make silly cartoons or just talk about arts, because I'm sorry, Sarah's much better at this than I am. She's more experienced. I thank you for reaching out to me, Sarah, but I feel like I'm very eloquent.
And I have been things that scare me, like in the kitchen. There are certain food items that I don't like in the kitchen. There are certain food items that I don't like in the kitchen. There are certain food items that I don't like.
Oh, they're up in the top right corner. I don't know. Wait, can you see it? Oh, top right corner. More from, shop my store. Oh, you could shop you can go to his store, you guys. Oh my god. I'm being a bitch because this guy choked out his fucking son and bragged about it, okay? This did not need to be a 2-part video. This video is like roughly nearly 10 minutes long. YouTube favors long-form content. Why do you think there's 5-hour long video essays on this damn site?
Do not buy the canned pizza sauce. That is the nastiest stuff ever.
What do you think this is?
Got like full of sugar and garbage, and it doesn't taste fresh. Okay, you're gonna want to go as fresh as possible.
Oh yeah, fucking there's nothing that tells me fresh like fucking Ralph's peeled tomatoes. Just buy fucking tomatoes!
It doesn't even feel like it's cutting. It's the craziest thing, but it does. Then you take a little mouth here, and I got a Bat 19 can opener video too. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? No sharp edges. It's done. Bam.
You know what? You wouldn't even have to use an electric or a normal can opener if you just bought fucking normal tomatoes.
Then I'm gonna take some wet garlic.
This scared me. What the fuck is wet garlic?
It's amazing.
That looks like a fucked Italian salsa. What do you mean?
Take the blades out carefully. Have your deli grated up, or you can do it yourself. It's always better than to buy the pre-grated stuff.
You are not one to fucking talk with your goddamn Ralph's peeled tomatoes in a goddamn can, motherfucking.
So get a pepperoni stick, and you can slice your own pepperoni.
Oh shit. Got that
your onions and your bell
pepperoni
peppers.
pizza.
So let me prepare all this. Just dig.
What is that? What is this thing over here? Garlic, perhaps? It's almost like this could have gone in a fucking sauce.
So much easier. Since I'm already panicked over this pizza dough, this excites me. I got my pepperoni. Look at that. Some thick ones, some thin pieces.
This excites
my onions, my bell peppers, and I'm
I haven't been this excited since I choked out my own son. Oh. I don't know why he does this. There's no point. He's not measuring it.
I'm just gonna let it cool down. It'll even thicken a little bit more.
You can let it cool in the pan. You know, this looks fine. This looks okay. There's not that much olive oil on there.
Onto the crust.
You know, it's just very...
Okay, you're probably asking why am I putting on...
It's fucking drowning! This fucking pizza is bent because it drowned!
Soggy crust, I want a crispy crust. So I am going...
Be fucking for real. Look at me in the eyes. You...
think, oh, I want to pile it on, but you know what? I've learned over the years that less is more. So you can do barbecue chicken pizza this way. You can do anything you want.
Hot take. Barbecue chicken pizza? Fucking gross.
I'm just choosing to do these toppings. Now that the cheese is on there, you also want to, I'm going to take little chunks of garlic and just lightly place them.
Just lightly place the lymph nodes on the pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Jump scare.
No way. Does that look like a pizza? Does that look like a real pizza to you?
It's a suggestion of a
Look
pizza.
at that.
This is fucking...
This is a real pizza.
hollow bread ass crust.
This looks like it's store-bought.
That's not a good... I have had my worst pizzas all store-bought. I have eaten pizza that tastes like fucking wet dog. I used to be so naive. I used to be so full of whimsy, so full of joy. I used to think there was no such thing as a bad pizza. Bad gluten-free pizzas, god-awful, nasty. Is the dough raw? Is that fucking raw dough? Like here, like this bit here. And a little here. It's... I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Shit.
The crust is perfect. Something I've always been afraid to do. Never wanted to work with dough. It came out good.
Next time on Things That Scare Jack, Jack must answer for his crimes, and God will not be so merciful.
So one down and a whole bunch of things that scare me to go. So be looking for more in this series. Things that scare Jack. Oh my goodness. Ooh, big chunk of garlic right on top.
Ew.
Mmm. Mmm.
This is not. I didn't come here to hear you fucking. Mmm. Delicious. I didn't. No. I don't want to hear you fucking bust a nut over your trash pizza. Fix your fucking photo hanging up on the wall. It's fucking crooked. Piece of shit. Fix your fucking picture frame. It's fucking crooked. Why you live it? Why, damn, bro, you fucking live like this? Whoa, look at the fucking conspiracy time. Because in the first video, it looked like he edited it with iMovie. Is this one of those fucking, I don't remember the name, that one editing software. I'll put it on the screen and you get blasted with nostalgia. Thanks for having me on. I didn't have a good time.
Okay, so you're just gonna start with a spat. So you're gonna have to get your hands in here in a minute. Oil. Obviously, you're.
What?
Why does he have semen on his chin?
And I want something a little bit different, and I try and stay away from seafood because it's so temperamental and, you know, you can ruin it pretty easy. So anyway, and then I realized white wine was in it, so I thought, hey, I love cooking with wine, so let's bring in this recipe. I started pacing around.
He's gonna
before
fucking
I started
drink it.
I'm like, I hope this I really do. And I started getting all nervous all over again. How ridiculous is that?
Can you wipe your fucking chin?
One of the reasons I chose this recipe is because
it's not even
Right off the bat, we got ourselves some nice, great value chicken stock, delicious, and some absolutely disgusting looking potatoes.
They're fresh and pink, just like his meat he likes
They
to
look
eat.
like they're rotting.
Oh.
So that is supposed to be a fillet of salmon.
Oh.
It looks like humpback, so we already know it's the worst of quality. I've never seen salmon look that shiny before, so it's clearly been previously frozen.
Oh.
Pieces. Is that huge? Look how thick that is. That is a huge salmon steak. If you get one
That's
of these,
not a
make sure
salmon steak, you fucking retard!
Don't deal with the skin. Have them take it
Oh
off.
my.
The skin is how you cook it properly, you
First, we're gonna be using the oven.
Yeah, for some reason he hates the skin.
Why?
The skin is what. Not only is the skin amazing, but it's what makes it so. It's what makes the salmon so easy to cook. It's like a safety net. It allows you to prevent burning it.
Old Jack is something else.
But here we go.
The potatoes?
We're gonna boil our potatoes. Not even gonna bother washing them, because who needs to wash the potatoes? Look at that water!
Whoa! Water! Get ready to drink up.
Like piss.
Dirt water, get ready.
Great potato tea.
Cut them in half.
Yeah.
Let me do that right
Take
now.
a sip. You might like it.
And there you go.
Jungle doesn't even know what's going on, and he looked over and went,
There we go,
"Oh."
potatoes.
Nice and raw.
They look like eggs in a way. Like you got the egg whites on the outside, you got some yolk in the middle. They're eggs.
The boiled egg. The boiled egg.
When you think about it, it's fitting that he makes potatoes look like eggs. Like the only person that could really do that is a person that looks like a real life reincarnation of Humpty Dumpty.
Now we're gonna sear the salmon. Drop in a little bit of butter.
Oh, the big blob of butter.
Why are you adding?
I know you're probably saying, well, why are you doing both?
Oh boy.
Honestly,
why are you adding both?
We're doing. Whoops.
Put more of that in there, boy.
Both
It has to lubricate the fish.
You got it. It's first, you flip the fish, and then you add the butter. You stupid sack of shit.
because of the flavoring it's going to give the fish.
Also, why is he
Butter
using
has
extra
distinct
virgin?
flavor, and olive
That's
oil
gonna burn
gives
it.
A little bit extra. So
Good
we're
sacrifice.
going with both on this dish.
He's a true Italian.
So first, we're gonna season it with a little bit of rock salt.
Also, I remember
or
this video.
kosher
It's
salt,
fucking painful.
Why are you
whatever
using
call
a
it.
cutting board?
I'm using.
Why are
kosher
you
salt
doing
today.
this on the stovetop?
Fresh cracked black pepper.
Egg, the pepper.
In fact, I'm going to cut my salmon in half.
It brings out
cut
the
it.
flavor.
Watch how
that
this
long of a
fucker cuts
skillet,
it.
and this is a really long
Get
piece,
ready.
so-
He's just gonna cut
yeah.
it on the
No.
He can't even
You're
cut it right.
ruining it.
Look how dull
You're
that
Put it
knife
down,
is.
seasoning side down.
You ready? Clap.
That's not skin side down. That's the main flesh.
There we go.
Inside down. As I said.
Careful not to splash yourself with the butter. And
That
the
one's folded in on itself
Beautiful.
too.
While you're searing it for 4 minutes, you're gonna
Oh.
hit it with this side, a little salt and pepper too.
You're supposed to dry rub it.
Oh my, look at him go.
Okay, you know what's crazy is when it looks good already and then it ain't even
Oh.
starting to cook
Poor
yet,
Sam.
it just smells it.
Oh. It's screaming for help.
Wait till you see what it looks like when he flips it over.
Okay, this piece is
Yeah,
thinner.
yeah.
I
watch
got
I'm gonna
this
try
bag.
flipping this one first.
this shit.
Oh no. Don't do it
One
to
thing
it.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh.
And now, and he somehow managed to make salmon look like boiled chicken. He managed to make
Bio
a salmon
video?
into a chicken.
This is what
Come
makes me
on,
nervous.
buddy.
So far,
You're
so good, though.
ruined it.
Also, he's somehow managing to burn the butter.
Yeah.
It's caramelized butter. Have you ever tried it?
So gross.
This is why you keep the skin on. Look how burnt it already is.
Yeah.
Nope, that's just.
Look, you can already see how flaky it is.
Doesn't it?
That's how he
And
likes
you can take
it.
it out of here.
Oh, look at
Crispy.
this. No.
Gently.
Oh, it's falling apart.
Very
It's
gently.
falling
Oh, you
apart.
need a spatula in
Tries
there.
to want to break
You're
apart.
tearing me
my
apart.
Get this
Yeah.
going. Bring it over here.
Shit. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Dish. A baking dish
Ew.
of some sort. I'm using a glass one. You can use
Might as well shred it.
Morningware. You can use a.
Also, can I just
Like
point out
cold
how
salmon.
can I just point out how disgusting that tray is? Look at it.
It is look a little bit nasty.
It's changed color completely, and look at all the smudges and dirt that
Ugh,
just
it's
caked
greasy.
into it. It's got
Super
dry
grease.
grease in it. And oh my god! Listen,
might
it's
put it in if you
it's
wanted
like a
to.
wok, okay? It's just gonna absorb the flavor.
Get ready for it.
Oil.
The piss broth.
Pour it on.
This
broth.
round it.
I'm not gonna call it a broth. I'm gonna call it froth from the mouth.
God. Jeez.
Look at it! Look
Throw
at
out.
it!
Just throw
You're-
out.
Oh my god.
Where did the salmon
Put it
go?
in the oven for 20
I submerged. It's back.
Wait,
Listen,
it's
it's
done.
going for a
It should be
swim
done,
again.
no problem.
Like it never
You want
died.
the potatoes to be fully cooked.
Back into
They're
the
not fully
brine.
cooked right now. So test your potatoes with a fork. After 20 minutes.
So retarded,
in the
he's not
oven
gonna let
at
those
400,
potatoes fully cook
Pop it in
either.
right now.
I think it's
While that's
done.
cooking, you're gonna put some oil in a pot.
Why is it
and we're gonna
green?
use this to cook down our spinach.
Oh.
Go ahead and throw 50% of
There's
your
a
spinach
Ninja
into the
Turtle
pot,
slime.
and you're gonna cook it down till it shrivels.
He's cooking with ecto cooler.
Then you're going to put the other half of the spinach in there. This is gonna be the base of our dish.
Oh,
The
my
spinach
spinach.
is very important.
Spinach is very important, guys. The salmon is not the base of our dish. It's the spinach.
Amazing.
That's the main course. That's the main course.
Oh yeah, look.
Get ready.
Potatoes are just
Man, put it
soaking
down
wet.
for 10 minutes. Heat it up.
There's still raw in the middle.
They look like
Look how much
balls.
resistance
Like
it's
just
giving.
falls
It's
off.
not cooked.
It's
Grab some
delicious.
spinach.
Crunchy potatoes.
Lay that along the bottom.
And sloppy wet spinach.
What kind of bowl is that?
Wonderful.
That's a cat food bowl.
What the fuck?
Look at that salmon, dude!
Bro, it's just cat food.
Yeah. Fuck, Jack.
Fitting right in that cat food bowl.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Ugh.
If you ain't
It's
reaching
so-
at the end of this, something's wrong.
This is like a skill. This is like a skill that only Jack and Lio possess, where they can submerge a type of meat and it will still come out drier than the fucking desert.
I love that. Love that for him.
That's good.
Is he gonna take a bite and say,
There. There we go.
That's salmon.
Swear to God.
Cat food.
That's looking better already, isn't
They
it?
put that nasty, pink-ass, greasy-ass
Don't
potato
worry.
in there.
We ain't done.
Yeah, the broth.
It's time to add the froth.
I have to froth.
Oh God.
Grow up.
The final touch.
What a healthy dish.
It makes it juicy.
What a healthy dish that I just put like half a fucking bottle of oil into.
Oh.
Delicious. Why is there a fire extinguisher in the back of his room? He'll burn down the house before he burns a single fucking calorie.
Red potato, and I've got shallots on
That bowl
top,
just looks like a
in
creme brulee
chicken
bowl.
Dijon
Look,
broth.
it's trying to escape down there. It's trying to escape.
Amazing.
Just let
So
me out.
last week was my big fear.
I'm gonna drink this wine right now.
Yeah, this
Because you have to be drunk to
motherfucker is about
I'm
to
gonna taste
drink
this,
cooking wine.
I'm pretty sure
I gotta
can
drink
taste
it.
so
The only way to
I'm
eat
about
this
ready to
food is to
celebrate.
get
How
drunk.
about you guys?
Off cooking wine?
And by the way,
Oh yeah,
white wine.
he's getting tipsy tonight.
Always good.
I don't think that's cooking wine.
Always.
Oh, it's white wine.
He's gonna take a.
Oh
Yep.
God, I fucking.
I love
That's fish.
I love it when he just starts moaning whenever
did
he
it.
eats.
Oh wow!
Look at the fucking liquid just dripping off of that.
Oh yeah,
Sloppy
slurps it up. Just slurps up the spinach like it's fucking liquids.
Serve this
Oh,
up to your
wow.
date.
Wow, what
10 out of 10.
flavors.
10 out of
What
10.
amazing flavors! Wow.
Oh, my wife is gonna love this.
Also, can I point
Damn
out?
it.
Can I point? He still has yet to clean the semen off of his chin. After witnessing the horrors of this video, the last thing I wanted to do was butcher a salmon dish like this bozo has. So I figured, as a kind soul who is well known for striving to help those around me at improving themselves and always provide the most helpful criticisms imaginable, that I would teach Jack how to actually cook a salmon and make a decent side dish as well, because I don't even know what the fuck he was planning on doing with this. For our ingredients, we'll be using brown basmati rice. Wait a second. There we go. A clove of garlic, shrimp, habaneros, also known as white people's bane, dried chili peppers, and for the start of the show, salmon. I decided to try sockeye for the first time because I figured the red coloration of its flesh would be right up Jack's alley. Also, its skin is on because taking the skin off the salmon is a cardinal sin, and anyone who does so is a moron. So, we start by slicing and cleaning the habaneros, submerging the rice in water. To the salmon, provide a dry rub of sea salt, lemon pepper, garlic and onion powder, and a generous amount of dill weed on the flesh side, and just salt and black pepper on the skin side. For the shrimp, we make a marinade of black pepper, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, and extra virgin olive oil. To cook, we start by adding the habanero and the rice to a broth. You could use either vegetable, fish, or chicken stock. Once it heats up, add the dried chili. Add a light amount of extra virgin olive oil and butter to it. Add some garlic powder and mix it around every 2 minutes. Now cook for 20 to 30 minutes. Add regular olive oil to a pan. While the oil is heating up, add shrimp to another pan. Once the oil has been heated up, add dried red pepper flakes and black pepper. And finally, add the salmon fillet skin side down. While cooking, be sure to hold down the salmon with a spatula to ensure it cooks thoroughly and the skin doesn't peel off. After around 5 minutes, flip the salmon. Add butter and begin basting the salmon. One thing you can do is hold the pan at an angle to cook the salmon more efficiently. After around 2 minutes, flip it back over and reduce the heat. Add Worcestershire sauce and lemon juice and then put it to the side as a rest. After 20 minutes, add the rice mixture to the shrimp. Once the mixture has a golden brown to it, plate it. After all is said and done, it should look something like this. The fish remains the main star of the show, but it's well complemented by the fried rice and the shrimp. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the garlic. Oh well. Well, there you go, Jack. That's how you cook a salmon. Although, to be fair, this video is quite old, so maybe 4 years later he's improved. Let's find out.
Oh! Man, I missed you guys. I was gone a week in Mexico.
Oh, he got
serving other people.
He has the two piggy banks in the background this time.
I wasn't really.
Wait, is that Michelangelo?
It's Mikey and Patrick Star.
This is Lio. Look at this quality skillet, guys. With this.
Oh yeah.
Fucking gross.
The handle's chipping. It's filled with a bunch of disgusting shit in it. That's how you know it's quality.
That's Cobra's pen.
Pan is uniquely.
It's Cobra's walk. What the fuck is that?
Oh, you know what that is.
Wait, is that fucking orange juice?
Oh yeah, it is.
And we got
oranges.
We got boil and bag rice.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Make his own rice.
This motherfucker is so useless. He can't even make his own fucking rice. Are you? Oh my god. Wait, why?
It's not even hard.
Wait, why do you have oranges and orange juice? What?
Fill the rice.
Wow.
No.
No.
In this pot. And microwave the snap peas for 5 minutes.
Oh, you're gonna. He's using the microwave.
Microwave the snap.
That's even worse.
5 minutes. Like 4 strips.
Dude, he didn't even fucking clean it.
No.
Start off.
Comes pre-seasoned.
You've already burnt it. You've already fucking burnt it.
Buddy boy.
Finish it off with a lid.
These are actually crispy snaps, okay?
Dry it.
It's got an outer crust.
Dry it out, boy.
3 minutes.
He's
Finish
frying it.
You're
off
making
with
him make rubber.
that on the plate. Here we go.
No.
Ah, yes, the delicious plain white rice.
What is that sauce?
That's the orange juice sauce.
Yeah. At least it doesn't look like a potion. I mean.
Oh my god.
Are you sure?
Alright, give it a little dip here.
Looks like he attempted to make some sort of glaze, but it just fell
Hey,
Oh,
your microwave's still open.
I like that. This whole recipe took. Yeah, because most of the shit you made came out of. Everything you made came out of a box. You didn't do anything on your own except for violate that damn salmon.
That's why it's called a lazy man meal, okay?
He always uses that excuse, man.
It's his magic trick.
I'll wait for the moaning.
God, I hate him.
So clean tasting.
Clean
He's
tasting.
fucking pregnant.
What does that mean?
Rice.
It tastes so clean. Tastes like a hospital.
Wait, he makes his own beef jerky?
Get ready
Nobody
to
bought
get.
it, so.
Look how black it is.
Yeah, that's how you know it's good.
Does he think beef jerky is just burning beef to a crisp? Look at that. It looks like licorice. Yeah. No, he did not improve whatsoever.
Oh hey, hello there. Look who was remembered and finally got their part for the Jack shit slop. Anyways, here we go cooking with old Jackie.
Hey, Jack Scalfani here, and you're cooking with Jack. Another Lazy Man's recipe. The Lazy Man videos have been crazy. I think it's the #1 series I have. You guys always want the lazy videos. So we're going to be doing Lazy Man omelets.
Wait, what? What? How do you get lazy with omelets? Aren't omelets like already pretty fucking easy to make? I'm confused on how you can get lazier, but seemingly you can with this dude.
You got the pot of water boiling? Good. Put that over here. Just keep that boiling. We're going to be using that in just a minute.
Already starting off great with using a pot instead of a fucking pan.
Alright, so let's get to some, what is that again?
It's time for viewer mail.
There you go. Alright, now one of the people I want to say hi to is...
I love how he's doing this viewer mail shit after he has already told his audience to get their pot of useless water to a boil. Mind you, this was about, what, a minute and a half ago by now? So if you, for some reason, didn't skip this part, the water would still be fucking boiling.
Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a country contest. And down below this video, you can leave comments. So this is what I want everybody to do. I want you to shout out for your country. That's all I want you to do.
It has now been roughly 3 fucking minutes since the water has been boiling. I'm pretty sure that the water is gone by now.
Alright, so forget that. We're done with that. Let's get into cooking. That's what the show is all about. Here we go. You got the pot of water boiling?
I don't.
Put that over here. Just keep that boiling. We're going to be using that in just a minute. We're going to bring you in close and show you exactly how to do this. It's quick, it's easy, and you can cook more than one omelet at a time. I love this. All right, here's what you're going to do. The water's boiling still, hasn't gone to a boil yet. It'll be ready by the time we are. Hand everybody in your family one of these bags, a Ziploc quartz bag, okay? Give them a Sharpie and say, right on here, what you want in your omelet. So let's say little Johnny wants veggies. Okay, veggie omelet.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but you could have done the same thing with a piece of fucking paper.
Ooh, we won't be kissing mom after this, will we? There you go. Okay? Real simple. You're going to throw ingredients for mom. Make sure your hands are clean. You're going to grab some onion. You're going to throw in the bag.
I don't like where this is going. This is already going into territory of don't likey.
All right. Put that off to the side. Let's get Dad's. Dad needs some cheese. Put a little cheese in there. There we go. Maybe in a pinch more. I know. I'm going to hear about this. Look at all the cheese you put in there. Now for the veggie. Get a pinch of some mushrooms. Tomatoes. And you can have them do this. You don't have to do this.
Roughly 5 minutes now, and my water is still fucking boiling.
Never done this before, so there could be a chance for disaster on this, okay? So bear with me.
Oh, trust me, Jackie. This whole video is a disaster.
Here we go. 1 egg. Ta-da. It worked. See the egg in there?
The fuck are you putting eggs in there for? You know what would have been better, easier, and faster? Fucking scrambling them before putting them in the goddamn bag.
You're going to zip it closed. Don't burp it, but don't put a lot of air in it, okay?
Or just not do that in general and make a regular fucking omelet.
All right, we got all 3 bagged up. We zipped them closed. Now we're going to drop them in the boiling water. Let's take them over to the stove right now. There's the boiling water. Take all 3 bags, drop them in. You're going to cook them for about 8 minutes, and they're going to the air's going to expand when they get really, really big.
Oh no. You mean to tell me that you want people to put plastic fucking bags in 6 minutes boiling water? Yeah, I see nothing wrong with this. Nothing like more plastic in the bloodstream won't hurt.
Drop them in. You're going to cook them for about 8 minutes, and they're going to the air's going to expand when they get really, really big.
I'm sorry, 8 minutes? It takes me 4 to make my omelet the right fucking way.
We'll be right back, right after this message. Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here to tell you about my line of sauces. It's called the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste. It's so good, we made a hot one. There it is. If that's not good enough, we made the best teriyaki sauce you'll ever taste. Bam! And to make it even better, we just released the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste. Go to thebestsauces.com, 100% guarantee. We do free shipping anywhere in the United States. Go to thebestsauces.com. I'll be there waiting for you.
Nah, with what you're making in this video and others, I don't trust that sauce with any amount. Gonna have ourselves a pink sauce situation. Skip! So far, it has taken roughly 14 minutes to make 3 fucking omelets. Meanwhile, with the regular insane way, you would have about 4 omelets done and ready, with a 5th in the process. This guy is a fucking joke.
Why do you do it this way? Before we open these and take a look, see if it worked, you do this so that everybody eats at the same time. How many times have you done breakfast? 1 at a time. Another thing is you can do this on camping trips. Throw them all in one big pot. Everybody eats at the same time. The beauty is everybody eats at the same time. That's what's great about this. This isn't the perfect omelet. This is the lazy man's omelet. You want the perfect omelet? Here, click right there. That's the perfect omelet. You can go to the video in a minute.
Okay, first off, I've never had a problem with the family getting 1 at a time. Usually a semi-skilled cooker can do 2 at a time. Second, who the fuck goes camping without a fucking pan? It would be easier, faster, and you don't have to waste water to fill up a fucking pot for plastic omelets.
I have no idea how to get these out, so I'm just gonna cut it and see how that works. Oh wow, look at that. Ta-da! It's beautifully cooked inside and everything. Gorgeous.
Yep. Plastic. You see, with the regular omelet, he would have gotten something delicious. With the abomination that he's made, all he got was plastic egg.
So pretty much anything you want to put in an omelet, this will work. Oh, I was so worried. I never know. Do these things the first time. So check it out, Lazy Man's omelet. Try it. I'm going to try it right now and let you know how it tastes. I'm going to go for the cheese one. See how that tastes. It's perfect.
This was hell to watch with how confident this dude made this shit. Though I do love how 90% of the comments are just people asking how this shit is faster and lazier than making a regular fucking omelet.
Okay, I'm not ready for this, but no time like the present, am I right? Like, I know a little bit about cooking with Jack. I mean, I've seen some of his videos before. Man's gonna die any day now. Sera came to me being like, hey, you wanna watch some of his worst videos? And of course, I said yeah. Let's get crack-a-lackin', am I right? Time to lose faith in humanity. Mayonnaise cake. Now, I'm a bit concerned already. A lot concerned, but, you know, I'm blind to this, so, let's just get right into it. I'm scared.
Hold on. How much do you think it weighs?
I don't know, maybe like... That's so nasty.
Ugh.
It's
Ugh.
Did I tell you? Did I tell you he'd get all grossed out? Look, there he goes.
Yeah, he's having a fucking normal human reaction, you asshole. Like, dude. I would be grossed out too. Ugh. I feel like that's the most sane reaction we're going to get in this whole video.
What we're going to do, we're going to run through the cake ingredients. Later on, I'm going to show you how to make the frosting.
Mayonnaise.
Right now, we're just making the cake. So I got 3 eggs.
My first question is this going to be like a savory cake? Or is it going to be like a sweet cake? Because when I think cake, I think, you know, sweet, right? Mayonnaise is not known to be sweet. It's known to be a bit sour. And I don't like the idea of a sour cake. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not... oh, God. Okay, so what do we got here? Like, I don't know what any of this is. Disclaimer, I'm not a fucking cook. I barely can cook whatsoever. So, best case scenario, this is gonna teach me what not to do once I do start cooking, but I feel like this is gonna make me stupider. Or just like, by proxy, get it? By proxy, give me some sort of disease.
Butter, vanilla, baking soda, baking powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, flour, water, sugar, mayonnaise.
So
all right, first thing you're going to do, preheat
cake.
the oven to 350. Then you're going to spray your pans.
Not a sweet mayonnaise cake. How the fuck is that gonna work? I bet it's not even gonna work. Probably. The whole point is that it's not gonna work.
Make sure you get it all. Lots of times you leave a lot of ingredients in the container that's holding it.
Yeah, if you're stupid.
The mayonnaise, the mayonnaise,
oh, God.
however you say it. Some people say mayonnaise, but it's really mayonnaise.
It looks...
You're gonna beat that on slow.
The fucking texture.
So do it nice and slow till it's incorporated.
So gross. Why is this in a cake?
All right, now you're gonna bring over the flour mixture that you did.
Like, oddly enough, I could understand if this was like some sort of like sweet cheese. Maybe, I don't even know, like a cottage cheesecake. I could understand that a bit more, but why mayonnaise? Of all things. Mayonnaise? And it's gonna be like a mayo chocolate cake because of the fucking cocoa powder. Ugh.
Put a little bit of this in right now.
I'm scared. Oh, so instead of just saying flour and water,
and I'm gonna mix it in
mix
nice and low.
Gradually. There's a term for that. Mix gradually. You know? Slowly add something into something else. Gradually. Ugh.
And then here's the last of the flour mixture right here. Nice and chocolatey.
The worst part is that It looks like normal cake batter. It looks like a normal chocolate cake batter. So, I don't know what the finished product is gonna look like, but I feel like I might be tricked into, like, eating this. If somebody was just like, oh, I'm making a chocolate cake, I'd be like, hell yeah. But no. No, it's got mayonnaise in it. God. I'm scared.
All right, only one passed the test so far.
Wait.
The toothpick test, so
No.
the other one's got a minute longer.
that doesn't even
I'm gonna
look
break that out and put it
done.
right here. All right, now it's time to do the frosting. We have powdered sugar,
God.
milk, cocoa powder. We also have espresso concentrated powder right there. That's the
At
key right
least
there.
he's
Just
not
get espresso.
putting the fucking mayonnaise in the frosting. Ugh, God, this really is just like a trick cake. I wonder how different it'll fucking taste. Like, ugh. I don't want to think about eating it, but it can't be that bad, right? It can't be that bad. If it's just like, if it's mixed in with all the sugar and cocoa powder, it can't be that bad. Ugh, God.
The powder at the store. Take a little bit of that and put it into this frosting.
What am I saying? This Cooking with Jack, he'll always manage to make something that seems so, like, normal, but since he's the one that cooks it, it's gonna turn out horrific. Like, no matter what it is, no matter if the presentation is good or not, he's always gonna make it taste awful. But he'll still fucking eat it.
Next thing you want to do is put in all your butter.
Okay, this is all normal.
This stuff's been sitting out all day, so it's nice and soft.
What?
You want to...
What? What? What kind of... Why would you leave butter sitting out all day? What the fuck? No, you refrigerate that shit. What? What? If you want it to be soft, just, like, put it in the microwave for, like, 2 seconds. Oh my god, what the fuck? What is happening?
I like to smash the butter first for a little bit, but you're basically... You're basically going to want to...
Great job. You got it fucking everywhere, you asshole. You idiot. You stupid.
kind
gonna
of
work.
spin
It's
it
gonna
on
go
low.
everywhere. It's gonna go everywhere. It's fucking cocoa powder. You need some more liquid. You need some. It's going fucking everywhere.
All right, so now that it's done,
How did it manage to look less appetizing than the cake? That doesn't look right. I don't know why. It just doesn't look right. Looks too thick. You need more milk.
we have one more thing to mix in. We're gonna take the
I get that frosting is supposed to be kind of thick, but I would want to spread frosting that's a little, just a tiny bit runnier. It would help it spread better, yeah? And you kind of want the frosting to soak into the cake, yeah?
place it right there.
Okay, this looks fine.
Just gonna gently.
I don't know if it's just the lighting, but it has almost a green tint to it. I might be tripping though.
Apply some in the middle.
Okay, let's.
I don't frost. This is one of the things that scares Jack. That's me. All right, there you go. Let's get the other layer now.
Okay.
Doobie doobie doo.
Decent, I guess.
There you go. It's an Oreo cookie. Just kidding. All right, so I'm gonna frost this up. You don't need to watch me do the whole thing. Okay, so on one trick I learned.
Oh, what the fuck? What? Oh my god! It looks like a pile of shit. How did? Yeah, I see why you're scared of frosting. You can't do it. You just can't do it, dude. Ugh. Oh god.
The top of your cake.
Uh-huh.
All right, there it is. Your
where?
mayonnaise cake. Looks.
Why? Why is there more mayonnaise? Is he gonna put more mayonnaise on it? Oh god. Guys, I can't take this. I can't take this.
I know it's moist.
Uh-huh.
Mmm. Mmm.
Okay. This is not the worst I've seen of him. Definitely not. If I was, for some God knows reason, craving mayonnaise, and cake at the same time. I've never once in my life craved mayonnaise. I might make this, but why not just make a regular fucking chocolate? What's wrong with a regular chocolate cake? Why do you have to add mayonnaise? Why do you have to add a Midwestern white man touch to everything you do?
I promise you it's easy, but I promise you it won't be as good if you don't use espresso powder, like the instant espresso.
Why?
A little bit of powder in the frosting.
Why?
Bam! Okay. Well, that's it, you guys.
So why? But what makes the mayonnaise make it special? Are you gonna talk about what? Why the mayonnaise? Explain why the mayonnaise. What makes it? Because this is just a coffee chocolate cake, which is awesome. I love coffee chocolate cake. I'll do this without the fucking mayonnaise. Like, what did the mayonnaise add to this that wasn't already achieved by the previous ingredients? Listen, the last one wasn't too bad. This one, I don't have that same kind of hope. Okay, let's get a better look at this. What is this? So it's like tender, like probably, I can't tell if that's like sliced or not. Okay, onion, salt, pepper, cream of, is that, what is that? Cream of what? I don't know. So tomato juice, tomatoes, apples, onions, potatoes, celery, carrots, Pepsi, Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. I can't fucking say it. I can't fucking say it.
It's time for comfort food.
What?
Comfort food.
Including a Pepsi? Why do we have to incorporate a Pepsi into our comfort food? What? That's discomfort food. This is discomforting. Oh yeah, I come home from a long day at work. Oh, hey babe, what you made for me? A Pepsi stew? What the fuck?
Soups and stews and chilies are like comfort food.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing this. It's called No Peak Stew. And I'm doing a pork version of this.
The only thing I have questions about is the Pepsi. Everything else looks relatively normal. How is this man gonna fuck it up?
Alter it at the bottom of the recipe for a pork version, okay? Because I have this big, huge pork tenderloin, or I'd be doing a beef version. Okay, so here's my pork tenderloin. I got a huge one. I like extra meat in my stew.
Me
so
too.
I think the recipe asked for 2 pounds, and this is way more than 2 pounds. So
please tell me you're just going to use 2 pounds,
so
please.
whatever. All right, we have apples. That's the part of the pork version. I'm throwing apples in also.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Pork goes well with apples historically. It doesn't go well with beef, but goes well with it goes well with pork.
The baked potatoes. I've got the carrots. I've got the celery. I have some sugar. I have a can of Pepsi.
Why?
I have cornstarch. Below that, I have beef base. I have Worcestershire. I have celery, cream of celery soup, V8, Lipton onion soup mix, salt and pepper.
Okay, wait. Why do you have 2 bases? You said you had a beef base, and then an onion base, and then you have the cream of celery. What? I don't know much about stews, but I feel like that's too many bases. Also, that's a lot of pork. That's a lot of pork.
Time to just throw everything in here.
What? Why?
So we're gonna line the bottom. I put in extra pork, just a little bit.
What do you mean? What?
We'll do the carrots. The celery. The potatoes. The onions.
That's so much onion! That's so much onion! That's like all of the onion. Why? Why? Why are you using so much onion? Ugh, God, what the fuck? He's just dumping everything in there. Okay, tomato is good.
The apples.
That's a lot of apples. It's a lot of apples. The ratios are really weird. It's like he's just using all of what he has instead of like, and I get it, like I don't get what he's doing, but I get the thing of, like, you want to use all of it and not have some left over, but, like, I feel like there's a better way of going about it than this.
Cornstarch.
Uh-huh.
Sugar.
Uh-huh.
1 packet of Lipton onion soup mix.
Onion with sugar?
The salt.
Uh-huh.
The pepper.
Uh-huh.
The extra pepper.
What the fuck? Why? Why?
And a little bit more pepper.
Stop! Stop! Stop with the pepper!
The warm water.
Uh-huh.
Get that diluted.
What? What do you mean diluted?
There
That's
we go.
so fucking concentrated. That's so beef. It's so beef.
Then you're gonna pour it in here.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I'm gonna mix
disgusting.
it in.
It looks disgusting.
Okay, I'm gonna put my cream.
Why are we doing... We're doing... Okay, once again. 3 bases. Basically bases. We have the cream of celery. We have the onion. Or French onion. And then the beef paste. I feel like at max, you would use like a beef paste and then maybe like a mushroom. Like a cream of mushroom kind of thing. I don't know. But I don't like this. I feel unsafe. I need a trusted adult. That's not him.
Of celery in. Put that there.
Uh-huh. Is he gonna do the whole
Put that in
thing?
there.
Oh god. What?
Like-
No! No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Why? Why? Jesus Christ.
My Worcestershire.
Ugh. This looks
this all
disgusting. Oh my god, look at the little bits in it. Ugh.
mixed together. Bring your,
Oh no.
your pan over.
Oh no.
And I'm just gonna
no.
basically
How is he gonna cook this?
pour this over the.
Is he gonna like put it in the fucking
And
oven?
it says to add V8 or tomato juice to
Uh-huh.
bring the level up. So let's here we go.
Fuck. Wait, how much tomato juice are you gonna add? Like,
Okay, so here's the rules. Keep it
what's happening? What's happening?
tight. Keep it sealed. Put it in the oven at 350. You're gonna cook it for 3 hours.
3
Then you're gonna
hours?
drop it at 250 and you're gonna go to bed. You're gonna cook it at 250.
You're gonna go to bed? You're gonna leave the oven on while you sleep? Jesus Christ.
Roughly hour-wise, it's probably between 5 and 8 hours, depending on how long you sleep. All right?
You see, Jack, listen to me. Listen, come closer. There's a lovely device that allows you to keep things cooking for a really long time without you having to put your house and your life in danger by keeping the fucking oven on. It's called a slow cooker. You know, when you want to cook things slowly. The fact that he's gonna keep his oven on all night is the most terrifying thing so far.
Steam out.
What the fuck? Why? It's like nothing has blended. It's just sat there in an oven. It's not a stew. You treated it like a bake. But there's no dry to like make it bake. So it's just sitting there. I guarantee you that pork is raw as fuck still. I guarantee. It's been like covered by all the other stuff. It's not getting cooked. It's getting heated, but it's not getting cooked.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That looks really good.
Are you sure about that? You sure? Oh, God.
Oh, look at that.
God.
I have no idea what it's gonna taste like. I want to get the flavors all together. All I grabbed was a spoon, so I'm gonna get a piece.
It's like, it's so chunky. It's like all the stuff that, like, when you throw up, you see, like, the little chunks of shit. This is so good, like, yeah. Ugh. I don't like this. What?
Yeah, I just smashed it down. Look at.
Wait, open it up.
Look at, just falling apart into pieces.
I guarantee that is uncooked. I guarantee. I'm scared. There's so much onion. There's so much onion. And I guarantee
There it is.
all of the potatoes are still gonna be hard as fuck. They're just gonna be rock solid. They're gonna taste like raw potatoes. Like, ugh.
Beautiful. Okay, so the only thing that this stew needs right now is some garlic bread.
What? Okay.
So hot. So good. You know that, and now I know what the cornstarch was for. It brought all the kind of gravy or sauce or whatever together. Finally, I nailed a recipe. I'll see.
Yeah, I would think again. You didn't nail this one, bud. Hate to break it to you. You didn't nail this one. We're still waiting.
See you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Ugh.
I don't know what the fuck this is, but I guess we're gonna see what this is. Everything else I've seen from this guy is pretty bad, like at least the little snippets, but haven't seen a full video. Let's get right into it, I guess. I'm not looking forward to this shit.
As far as I know, this is the recipe. Final recipe will be down below. And then I got a can of corn, tomato paste, IPA beer, Likhos. This beer.
I don't know why he's putting corn in it. I'm sorry. Corn and chili. I just don't. I mean, I personally don't even like beans in my chili, but corn? Fuck no.
Let's clear this off because this is what's going to win it for me, I think, is this beautiful smoked brisket. I cooked it for 12 hours. This is leftovers. You guys remember last year I had a smoked brisket and it was amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Look at
Anticipation
this.
is killing me.
Is that a work of art? Can you see that? Look at that outer
Oh my, that
crust
looks like
there,
a fucking obsidian
it's just-
crystal. What the hell is that? That literally looks like it's a rock. That literally looks like it's a crystal gem. What the what? Oh my god, what did he do to this? And it's oh my god. What did he do? It just, oh my god. What the fuck? What is this, dude? God damn it. I hate this so much. Sarah, why are you doing this to me?
This is when we put everything together.
That looks fucking filthy.
I love the meat. The
I'm
meat's
sorry,
important.
that does not look good. It looks like tofu. That looks absolutely foul. No, I do not like that. No, thank you.
That's the brisket. Same with the sausage. I can't put all the sausage I want in. Most of it I can.
Oh my god,
That's
why are you
about it.
touching with your hands? Just pour it in.
There we go.
You
That's
literally
about it.
don't have to touch
I'm
it
gonna
with
drop my
your
onions
hands,
in there.
bro.
Put my beans.
Just pour it in, dude.
There we go. Here's the corn. Tomatoes. Garlic. Pink. Let's see if we can shake out the paste. Come on. Come on. Too lazy to get a spoon. Come on.
Ugh.
You can do it. Come on. Come on.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
need
talking
you
about right
growling
there.
in my ear like that, sir.
Salsa?
Please don't do that.
Oh, it's getting full. It's getting full. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to pour the beer in. Yes, it will cook off the alcohol. I'm going to be cooking a long time on this. There we go. Beautiful. Look at it reacting and bubbling. And then...
That looks like whatever they had in the cauldron in Macbeth. It looks like whatever those three witches were cooking up in that fucking cauldron, dude. I don't like this. It looks horrible.
The reason I'm going to take first place is because of this magic right here. Chipotle's in adobo sauce.
Double toil and trouble. Fucking hell.
Okay, so I chopped up all the chipotle peppers and the adobo sauce. It's all mixed in here now. Who do we know?
Everybody.
Everybody's judging?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Every child, adult,
Oh no!
teenager, they come
Even the
through and they
kids, the
sample.
tea. Oh my god, they don't know what they're about to consume. Oh god, no! I'm scared for these children.
And then they write the number they want. They give it to Mr. Mark, and he calculates. who
And nobody's going to try and rig this, huh?
Not on my watch.
Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I'm at the chili competition, and I can tell you right now I'm not going to win. Let me tell you why. Number one,
At least he knows. At least he knows. He's self-aware enough to know he's not gonna win, bro. He's gotta know better.
I don't cheat. But number two, they're letting everybody hear.
How do you cheat? How do you cheat in a chili contest? Like, do you? I don't even understand what he means by cheat. Like, do you like put extra spices in the chili, like in between rounds or something? I don't understand what he means by cheat here. How do you cheat in a competition like this unless you fucking sabotage the other contestants?
Okay, so there were some nice people. Great chilies. I didn't win first, second, or third place.
I'm shocked. I'm truly shocked you didn't win first, second, or third. Wow.
I'm just a regular guy still. And I think that's it. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you make it, let me...
I did not enjoy this recipe. I'm sorry to say, I did not enjoy that recipe. You seem like a nice guy, but please stay out of the kitchen. That brisket was fucking horrible. Sera, I need you to listen to me when I say this. If this is because I made you watch Ruby, I'm sorry, but I don't think I deserve this. God damn, dude.
Hello everyone, my name is Ice Princess 129, and today we will be watching Cooking with Jack's Italian Herb Chicken with Polenta video. Let's just get this over with.
So I haven't done international dishes in a long time, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, these two Italian dishes hit me. I didn't know which one to do, so I decided to do both of them. You saw the soup, which is absolutely amazing, and now we're doing something called polenta. That's right, it's really easy, a few ingredients.
It should be really easy. It's super simple, so I'm curious to see how this gets fucked up.
And we're going to be using some chicken with it, because I wanted to plate it just right. There's two ways you can cook polenta. You can cook it as kind of like a mashed potato, or you can kind of bake it and make it like a fluffy cake. So let's get started. Come on in, and I'll show you how this is going to be done. Not a lot of ingredients.
I don't see anything so far that would make it go south, so maybe this time he cooks something right. Also, I need to state, I've never seen anyone ever put their chicken in a pan like that. Then again, I could be biased because my family's always used glassware, but right off the bat though, and looking at his setup, something looks wrong. Something looks so wrong.
So I'm going to start by cooking my chicken. I'm going to put some Italian herbs. I'm going to do a little rosemary, a little thyme, a little oregano, maybe some basil. And then I'm going to bake that, maybe some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to prepare the polenta, and I'm going to put the polenta under the chicken. That's the goal. Let's see how it goes. We have butter. We have got yellow cornmeal, chicken broth, Parmesan cheese, a couple cloves of garlic, some finely diced red onions, which I pre-diced yesterday.
Why'd you pre-dice them previously, man? You didn't have to. Why'd you pre-dice them?
Little salt, little pepper, and that's it. And this pot is what I'm going to use today. It's one of the Rachel Ray cookware that I've been using all year long. So far, so good. At the end of the year, I'll tell you all about the Rachel Ray cookware and how it held up. We'll look at it together. But this one right here, I have never used. Look, it's brand new. I just washed it out. So we get to use that today. All right, let's get this chicken in the oven because that's got to be fully cooked before I make the polenta.
Okay, we're gonna let him finish. I have some things to say once he's done.
We're gonna do some rosemary, a little salt, black pepper, a little oregano, a little basil. And you're asking why am I putting all the greens on? Is because it's Italian polenta, Italian seasonings. That's kind of the gist. And a little thyme. I always have time for thyme. All right, let's get this in the oven, and then we'll get started on the polenta.
So you just threw seasonings on top. You didn't even flip them. So there's seasonings on one side, and you have them. There's not even space between them. There's no butter or oil. I would have marinated those for like at least an hour or two. Let it soak up the flavors. Dude, what do you mean? You can't just throw seasoning on top. What are you doing? On one side. You didn't even flip them. I checked. He never flips them. They're on the same side the entire time. What are you doing?
So the only thing I didn't do was prepare the garlic. So we're gonna get a few of those going. Gonna finally dice up the garlic. If you've ever seen polenta, it looks very creamy and fine, so you don't see ingredients in it. So the better you can chop up your garlic, just take your time. There we go. Beautiful. Push that off to the side. Clean that up later. And then just give it a chop. That's all I do.
There's better ways of cutting garlic. There's just better ways. I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm watching this, and we're not even that far in. Oh god. Also, only 2 cloves? Really? Huh. I mean, to each their own on this one, I guess.
Okay, let's start with a little bit of olive oil in the pan. I'm using a medium-high heat. Recipe's down below. Take all my onions, pour them in.
Flashbacks to when my father would cook. Apologies.
Come on, boys and girls. Get in there. We're going to saute these till translucent. Remember that term we talked about? Just a few minutes. Now, I just want to remind you as I'm preparing this, make sure you're using an oven-safe pot, okay? If you don't know what an oven-safe pot is, it's a pot that can go in the oven up to 450 degrees. Look up your pan. If your pan does not handle 450 degrees, then don't put it in the oven.
Thank you for teaching us about safety and cookware, I guess. Although I don't really trust your reviews of products. Yeah, thanks.
Then you're going to place your garlic in there. Make sure you get it all out. Don't ever want to skimp on garlic. I love garlic. There you go. And then go ahead and saute that garlic in there. My wife is upstairs. I can already smell this. It smells amazing.
I mean, it's onion and garlic being cooked. It would smell like any basic starter to a meal, at least in this household.
Okay, it's time to add the chicken broth.
I don't know if I need to note this or not, but you can also just use water, although chicken broth does add more flavor.
Turn your flame back on high. You want to bring this to a boil. Okay, now that it's at a boil, here comes the tricky part. I'm going to lower it back down to medium, keep the boil going. You're going to sit here and stir, and you're going to slowly incorporate the cornmeal, little at a time. There we go. Alex, turn your flame off. Oh, that's beautiful. Is that gorgeous? Okay. Here's what you're gonna do. Cover it. Place in the oven, 35 to 40 minutes. You're gonna mix every 10 minutes. Put this in the oven at 350. Mix every 10 minutes to prevent it from clumping. Okay, let's get this in the oven right now.
I mean, I guess you can cook it like that. You don't have to put it in the oven. You can just keep cooking it on the stove. Like early in our video, he said you could. Honestly, it just looks a lot easier to do it on the stove. Doing it again for like 35 to 40 minutes and every 5 to 10 minutes stirring it. You don't have to watch it like a hawk. I guess you can do the oven. Whatever. So are you sure you can put the lid in the oven? Is the lid oven safe? Are glass lids oven safe? Ah.
Put it right here. Look at this. Ready? Pooyah.
I don't think you prevented it from clumping. That looks worse than when you put it in, but maybe mixing it will fix it. Maybe stirring it will fix it.
Look at that steam. Give this a good mix. Beautiful.
No. It just looks worse after stirring. It just looks worse.
All right, so now is the time to, whoops, handle's hot. Don't touch the handle. Remember, as you're stirring this, you're gonna wanna use your pot holder, okay?
That's a lot of butter. Like, I would use half that amount. Why that much butter? Like, maybe that's not a whole lot for the recipe, but that just seems like a lot. Also, I'm not gonna get into the additives of that he added garlic and onion to polenta. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about that or saying you can't add things to a recipe. I just question his flavor palette sometimes. But no, that's a lot of butter. Like, my stomach's turning just looking at it. He hasn't even incorporated it.
Put in your butter. Black pepper. However much you want. Salt. And get it all incorporated. Always use your mitt. You're gonna have a tendency to want to grab the handle with your hand. Do not take your hand out of the mitt this whole process, okay?
You can't tell me what to do.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, my soul. That's not even real stuff. You didn't even use real Parmigiano Reggiano. And that's also quite a bit. I feel my insides recoil at the thought of having to eat that. Why? I feel gross. I feel gross for watching this.
Put the cheese in. Incorporate that now.
I guess it looks better after the end result. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna put this off to the side.
You did not just put seasoning down on the plate. Why? Oh, wait, that's right. Maybe it will coat the bottom of your chicken that you forgot to season, because you only seasoned one side.
Going to just do the best I can to serve a big glop of this right in the middle.
Okay, well, my theory is ruined.
Get your herb chicken.
No, I see it in the corner. What is that? No, you're not gonna tell me that's fully cooked. No. No, I feel like I need to censor that.
Just place that right smack dab in the center. And there you go.
No, that's raw. You cannot tell me there you go and you're done. No, you're clearly not done. That's raw. It's pink and very clear that it isn't cooked. Are you blind? I can't. How are you and your wife still alive? This is a biohazard, dude. No. Like, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of gross things. I'm on the internet. The fuck? No, like, seriously. The seasoning's literally all piled on top. It's not fully cooked. There's some reasoning. There's, like, flakes on the bottom of the plate for no reason. And I'm stunned. Why? You're not gonna eat that, right? He's not gonna eat that, right?
This is Italian herb chicken over polenta. Buttery, cheesy, garlicky, oniony polenta. Okay, so my honey's home today, so she's gonna try this for lunch. But for right now, let me just try the polenta by itself first, because that's mainly what we taught. It's like wow, it's totally solidifying. Look.
I mean, I guess it's supposed to solidify. I guess I'm again confused on the flavors you put into it and why. But it's just a personal preference at that point. But I'm more concerned about the chicken, not the polenta. I'm sorry. The chicken, why? I still see it judging, being weird and uncooked.
Wow. It's like a really thick pudding.
Don't describe it as a thick pudding, man. Please, I'm begging you.
Oh my goodness. First thing that happens, a little bit of the cornmeal comes through, and then a little sweetness, a little salty, the garlic, and then the cheese. That doesn't even look as good as it tastes. That looks good.
I'm suffering. You see what you're making me do, Sera? You're making me suffer.
It tastes amazing. All right, so let's try it now with a piece of chicken. All right, here we go. Chicken with polenta on top, and it's burning hot.
Is it burning hot? 'Cause it looks raw. Are you sure? Are you sure it's burning hot?
Mm-hmm. Burning hot. Oh my goodness. I gotta go. You can't see me wolf this down.
I really don't want to watch you wolf this down. I really don't. I do not want to watch you eat this. That's disgusting.
That was easy. Kitchen's not even a mess.
Too easy. You've simplified things so much to where it's disgusting. Please, people, put more effort into cooking your chicken. Don't. Like, as a case study, don't do what he did. Please, take your time. Marinate your chicken for at least a few hours in the seasonings you want. Maybe spread in oil or rubbed with butter. Then you put it in the pan. Or if you do it on the stovetop. Easier to control. Also, use a meat thermometer, please, for the love of God. That's why they were invented. Use a meat thermometer, check for the appropriate temperature inside your chicken, and you know it is fully cooked when it hits the internal temperature that you're looking for. There's just some extra steps you need to take, and your chicken won't be raw. And also, if you do it right, it also won't be dry, because that is also a big issue when cooking chicken, is it'll become too dry. There's some extra steps, and it'll be fine. Please, don't be as simple as he is. I'm begging you, viewer, please.
I'm ready to chow down with my wife. It's gonna be awesome. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. More international dishes coming. Be ready. Bye-bye.
Anyway, I think we're done here. My segment's done. I'm bailing. I can't anymore. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
Hello, it's Gilded Poo, of course, and I am here to definitively prove to all of you that Queen Serafina is, without any shadow of a doubt, a terrible and malicious person who is making me watch this video titled Salsa, Chicken, Salad, and Cheesecake Romantic Dinner Number 1. Normally, I would not react to videos like this, or watch them at all. Unfortunately, Queen Serafina put a gun to my head and told me if I don't watch it, she will murder me and everybody that I love. Which is basically just me. Basically, she threatened to murder me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Anyways.
Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here, and you're cooking with Jack.
I can most definitely assure you that the only thing I'm cooking right now is my lungs.
And it is the Romantic Dinner Valentine's episode. That's right, I'm going to teach you guys. This is considered a guy episode, okay? I'm going to teach the guys how to make dinner for their ladies. Or if you're just making dinner for a girl you just met and you like her and you want to impress her. That's what this episode's about.
Really? You see, whenever you said Valentine's Day, I didn't think it would be something like what you wrote in the title of the video, you know, romantic dinner. I was thinking something along the lines of, I don't know, the Roman Empire. However, I do find it interesting that you specified that it's a guy's video and that the guy is supposed to be making this for his lover, because isn't it women that are supposed to be in the kitchen? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that joke. I didn't mean to be so offensive to you, Jacqueline.
But since it's a surprise and girls shouldn't be watching right now, I'm going to ask all the ladies to please not watch this episode, okay? So, yep, turn it off. I'll wait.
Hold up a minute, Jacqueline. Are you trying to tell me you don't want other women watching this fucking video? The fuck is wrong with you? What's the white female equivalent to Uncle Tom? I don't know, but that's totally you right now, Jacqueline.
To turn it off? Okay, because if you're still here, I'm not responsible for what I'm about ready to say, because it's all guy talk, okay? All right, so let's get started, and I have a few points I want to cover. I made some notes, because I'm a guy. I can't remember anything.
Oh, because Jacqueline's a guy. I get it. I'm sorry, I must have been confused. The tits were very misleading.
Guy tip number 1. Guys, eat before you eat. Most of you know what I'm talking about. That's right. You're going to eat before you have dinner with your lady. Because men are pigs. Somebody had to say it, all right? So, do yourself a favor. Eat before you eat. This way, eating isn't more important than the lady you're with. And you can eat slow and you don't wolf your food down. Trust me, we all know. It just kills me. So just trust me. Eat before you eat.
Feel like you're projecting, sir. I know I was making an Uncle Tom joke earlier about white women, but I guess we'll have to gender swap that joke.
Guy tip number 2. Okay? Do not make a dinner. Now, you don't have to do what I'm doing for dinner, but I'll give you an example. Do not make a dinner that has pasta in it. Okay? Don't do a heavy starch dinner.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
So the next thing, no onions and no garlic, okay? You can do a little onion salt, a little garlic salt, and whatever you make, but no onions involved in the dinner, no garlic involved in the dinner.
What good is a salsa without onions and garlic? I feel like that's 2 very important ingredients, at least in my opinion.
Oh, the last thing, do me a favor. If you're old enough to shave. All of you should shower, do your hygiene, okay? If you're gonna go through all the work of impressing a lady for dinner, smell nice, look nice.
If there's a guy out there that genuinely needs to be told that he has to shower and shave before he goes on a date, that motherfucker's out of luck in the long run, I gotta say. That's pretty bad. When you go out on a date with a woman, remember, don't murder her. Why would you even bother pointing this out? What the fuck is wrong with you?
We're going to be using the Philadelphia ready-to-eat cheesecake filling. This stuff's great. All you're going to do is rip this open, take all the cheesecake filling out of this container, and you're going to put it in this pie crust.
Queen Serafina told me that this video is supposed to be gross, and judging by the title, probably is. However, I hate cheesecake. So for me, this is already gross. I think cheesecake is fucking disgusting.
Preheat the oven 400 degrees, 12 to 15 minutes. To the golden brown, whatever you like. Then we're going to place this inside it and smooth it all around. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, so there we go. That's what it looks like at 400 degrees after 15 minutes.
Jokes aside, I cook all the time, all right? But I don't really bake. I'm not a big fan of sweets, and I'm especially not a fan of cheesecake. However, I feel like, again, given the fact that I'm not a cheesecake expert, I feel like this is the wrong crust. Aren't you supposed to be using graham cracker crust? I don't know, I guess somebody can yell at me in the comment section of Queen Serafina's video. I don't fucking know, but yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like that's the wrong crust.
It's too easy, guys. Look at this. Got a pull tab, looks like butter, right? And you're just gonna plop it in there. And you're just gonna start smushing it in. Okay. This is how you're gonna serve this. Watch carefully. Here's a little trick that my mom taught me. You're gonna snip the piece you want to cut. So if I'm gonna cut a piece from here to here, I'm gonna snip right through the crust and right through the pan. Okay? And then I'm gonna snip another piece like that, right through the crust, right through the pan. The beauty of this is this. See, the problem with, and I'll show you how to, now you're gonna finish cutting your piece. Okay? This will be a lot easier if you chill this for a little bit, but I wanna show you right now. You peel that back, right like that. Just pull it, there you go. Look at that. Then you can put your, like your knife underneath. Beautiful. Voila.
And so here I am in the kitchen at 10 o'clock at night to bestow upon you a fun and interesting professional cooking tip. And this tip, of course, was given to me by my great-great-great-grandfather's niece's nephew's twice-removed cousin's aunt, whenever he discovered in 1493 a stray bullet that missed the megalodon Christopher Columbus was aiming at entirely. And so, as you can see here, I have a very simple jar of hamburger sliced pickles. And thus, what one would normally do is simply hand this jar to the nearest strongman and have him open it. But unfortunately, this is #current year. Most men nowadays, quite unfortunately, have what we call in the business weak wrists. And therefore, the very simple and easy solution to this problem to ensure that we can open this jar with ease in the future is the following.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and you're gonna take your favorite jar of salsa. Okay, I chose the cilantro salsa because I know my wife likes the cilantro salsa. Okay, then you're gonna take a Ziploc baggie like this, put all your chicken in there, and you're gonna open this jar and pour it in there, and you're gonna zip it closed.
You know, I don't know why I thought this. I thought this motherfucker would actually make his own fucking salsa and not include onions or garlic.
But no onions involved in the dinner, no garlic involved in the dinner.
No, this motherfucker bought salsa that literally contains, according to the ingredients, fresh onions. In fact, not only does it contain fresh onions, it's the second ingredient listed. Meaning that other than tomatoes, it contains more onions than everything else on the list.
And when you do, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna be all smushed in there. You're gonna mix it up. All right? This is called salsa chicken.
I can literally see the onions through the plastic.
Once this chicken's set overnight, you're gonna take it and you can grill it, you can bake it, you can broil it, you can do whatever you want with this. Cook the chicken.
No, don't cook the chicken. Eat it raw. Be a man.
You're gonna start your dinner off with a salad. You're gonna use a nice dish. Do me a favor, guys. Do not serve her a salad in the Tweety bowl, okay? You don't do that.
Number one, why do you have a Tweety bird dish? At all. Number two, what if she likes Tweety bird?
So you're gonna take a dish, and you're gonna take some cherry tomatoes, and you're gonna take a bag of lettuce. You know the salad mixes they sell them everywhere, a couple dollars. You can get enough. I got the family pack. You don't need one this big, okay? And then you have a nice salad. You're gonna start off with this, and you're going to allow her to put her own dressing on. This one is a balsamic vinaigrette. Almost everybody likes balsamic vinaigrette.
Who? That shit's fucking disgusting. Are you high?
Okay, now let's take care of the vegetable. This is the vegetable of the day, okay? It's gonna be your dinner vegetable.
Wow, bro, broccoli. That's so fucking romantic. Whoa, you're so cool.
Okay, broccoli's cooking right now, so I'm gonna take my marinated chicken and I'm gonna place it in here. we're going to cook this up right now in the broiler, and we'll bring it back out when it's done. Baked potatoes.
Potatoes, not potatoes.
Here's how you prep them. Wash your potatoes.
Now, ignoring the fact entirely that this guy is pulling out a potato after saying that the broccoli was our vegetable for the night because, well, by the way, spoiler, a potato is a fucking vegetable, I want to point out that this guy opened the entire video with "don't get her too full on starchy food like pasta," and then fucking pulls out a goddamn dirty ball of starch.
Ah, look at that. Look how beautiful that chicken breast came out. Fully cooked but moist, got all the flavoring of the salsa in it. You got beautiful greens, a loaded baked potato. You got a beautiful green salad, nice and healthy. And you've got a lovely dessert. Remember, women love desserts. So, you serve this. This is your level 1 romantic dinner. She's gonna love you. If you ain't smooching before the night's over, there's something wrong.
What's wrong is that anybody took your advice in the first place. What the fuck is this?
Hey, did you know that this is an emoji? You can do this as an emoji. I don't know why I told you.
But yeah, like I said, I do not like what I'm seeing right now. That's a lot of ingredients.
Changing on the show, we've gone carnivore crazy. Okay? I've been eating 100% carnivore. I'll let you know how it's going on social media, on YouTube, all over the place. I'll post my numbers.
He had a stroke right now. I can see that. So that's, if I recall, that's when he started a carnivore diet. Bad idea after a stroke. Oh Lord. Yeah, the right arm is. I mean, that's what happened when you have a stroke. He also has one eye closed. Yes, he very much just had a stroke.
Alright guys, start off with finely chopped up chicken breast. This is approximately 2 breasts for 1 pizza. We're going to make the crust with this.
I know people want to judge right now, but yeah, I want to let him cook right now. It seems a bit much for 1 pizza though. Maybe I'll do 2 pizzas for this.
Drop 2 eggs in. Okay. Then take your fork and mix it all up. Lay it out on parchment paper or silicone. Shape your crust with those 3 ingredients. You're going to cook this all together. Get it all flat.
Let him cook.
While the crust is baking, we're going to start making our sauce. Little butter, little bit of cream. Heat those up together. Make sure if you're doing seasoning, some people are, and you got a seasoning with no sugar and no carbs.
Ooh. And he had a stroke, remind you.
Here's the cream and butter that we made. There we go. Just gonna give it a quick little spread around so that the whole pizza kind of drinks a little bit. That's cool.
Also, of course, it will look like shit. He has only 1 arm to do everything. That's crazy as fuck.
Alright, take a little bit of Italian sausage. We brown that up. Take some pepperoni. I can't see anybody turning this away.
It begins! Holy shit.
Whether you're doing carnivore or not, just like your favorite meat pizza, do a little salami now, pile it on.
Okay, salami, no. Fucking hell no, salami. It's fucking dog shit.
The last piece is top with cheese again. Because you only put a little bit of cheese on the bottom.
A little bit of cheese. Yeah, listen, if it was my pizza, there would be a lot of cheese. A little bit of cheese comes back 3 times.
Okay, guys, there it is in all its glory. Looks beautiful. All we gotta do is give this a try. My first ever carnivore pizza.
It doesn't look like pizza, I will be honest. It looks like some fucked up lasagna. He had a stroke. So, is it a good idea? No, it's a totally bad idea. The mix of meat is just, no, it's ungodly. The fact that he cut the picture when he started the seasoning, I'm a bit afraid because you don't see the amount he puts in there. Listen, the recipe is interesting, but I'm not doing it. I think it's an affront to Italians everywhere, and I'm not Italian, but I can do some cultural appropriation. This is like... The mix of meat is interesting, but the dosage is very wrong. And salami is... No, you don't put salami in fucking pizza, it's disgusting.
Alrighty guys, Bunnzz here, and I have been put to task to watch one of Jack's cooking videos, the French onion soup. Let's see how this turns out. Already with a banger. He's starting off with the early 2000 vibes. Oh god, it reminds me of how the early 2000s Disney stars would open their shows, you know?
Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here, and welcome back to the show. You're cooking with Jack, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a pretty complex recipe, but it's so simple to make. You go to a restaurant, you order French. 1 hour later. I'm gonna make that today, French onion soup, and I'm gonna be using my iPad. I got the recipe right here, and it's gonna help us out. So we're gonna try using the iPad in the kitchen since we talked about it last week. Now let's do it. All right, and it's crazy. Look at these ingredients. I got Parmesan and Grey Poupon, Dijon mustard, and Swiss cheese, and butter mustard? And broth, and yeehaw!
Yeehaw to the wine.
It's gonna be really cool.
You trying to tell us something,
By the way,
Jack?
if you are under 21, make sure you get your parents' permission to cook with wine. We're gonna be using dry white wine. Before we do that, though, I want a few people that I want to say hi to.
Commercial break.
All right, let's get into it.
I just
Bring you on in. First thing we're gonna do. Let me grab this here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut some bread.
It's been like
okay?
2 minutes, and now we're finally getting into making the onion soup.
Bread. And
French
we're
onion
We're
soup.
gonna toast this in the oven and get it kind of stale. Get it as hard as we can because when we put in the French onion soup, we don't want it to get soggy right away. We want it to be beautiful. So let's cut this bread up. We'll get this French onion soup started. Come on in close. Let's do it. Get a good bread knife. First thing you want to do is we want to cut this bread into pieces.
Yeah, let's cut the bread up.
We're gonna toast these pieces, and this is what we're gonna drop in our soup. 1 hour later. So throw that in the oven. Let's toast those bad boys. Get them nice and hard, and then we'll start preparing the onions and the garlic next. Okay.
I tell you, that cutting board has seen better days. Not only is he getting the lovely bread that he's prepared, but he's also getting the microplastics from that fucking cutting board.
Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna chop up, it calls for 6 onions, about 3 pounds worth. We're gonna get 6 cloves of garlic out of here. We're gonna slice the garlic and we're gonna cut up the onions. All right, let me show you how I want the onions done. Here's what I do. I cut the end off one end, okay? And the other end, I cut almost the whole thing. So it's just barely attached to the skin, and I use to peel right there, give me a starting point. I use the end to help peel my onion. There you go, beautiful, look at that. Let me show you the correct way to cut an onion for French onion soup. You can set it like that, you're gonna cut it directly in half, okay? Then you're gonna cut slices basically like this. Some thick, fairly thick slices. There's your 6 onions, already cut up. Here's your slice up 6 cloves of garlic. Now don't forget, the recipe here is going to be on my blog, okay?
Don't get your onion cutting skills from Jack. some chunky onions.
Let's go melt our butter so we can saute this. All right, time to melt half a stick of butter, 1/4 cup. It's not gonna be much, but just enough to saute the onions and garlic. Okay, while the butter's melting, be sure to check your bread. You wanna make sure that the bread doesn't burn, okay? So it's nice and toasted. Put this off to the side, don't worry about how hard it gets. It's not gonna matter, we're gonna use that at the end of the recipe. Now, I don't know if it matters, but I like to put the garlic in first. Kinda let that hit the heat just for a moment. Give it a head start, because once the onions come in, they're gonna take over. So just give the garlic just a minute.
Hey Jack buddy, I don't mean to give you the bad news, but that's what you're not supposed to do in the first couple of steps of making French onion soup. You should be caramelizing the onions first so your garlic doesn't burn. So I'm predicting burnt garlic in the future.
Now put in your onions. Make sure your flame ain't too high. I think mine might be a little too high, so you wanna make sure it's not too high. This looks like a lot, but it's all gonna shrink down and shrivel down, so don't worry about it. Just make sure you keep things moving around. put on some music, kick back, relax. This could take about 45 minutes.
I commend the effort of using a pan instead of a pot to cook your onions in. Like, holy cow. I don't know how you're gonna make it work, but you know, let's see how this goes.
The Cooking with Jack show. We'll be right back right after this message.
Commercial break.
And now, back to the Cooking with Jack show. I can only begin to tell you how wonderful this smells. It's unbelievable. Butter, onions, and garlic smells amazing. See all that brown goodness on the bottom? Look at all that. See all that brown goodness? It's beautiful.
Jack, my friend, that brown goodness is burnt garlic. You know, the thing that you're supposed to add after the onions.
That's just going to lift up all those little bits and pieces off the bottom. We're going to simmer this, so I got to lower this right away. Get that down to a simmer. There we go. Much better. Don't want to burn it. It's just...
You know, it's a little too late to worry about stuff burning in that pan there, buddy.
Yeehaw.
1 hour later.
It's time to put the last few ingredients in. 3 cups of chicken broth. Uh-oh. This may not all fit. This is going to be interesting.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
All right, we're going to put in, I'm going to put the mustard in first, just in case this doesn't fit. I may not have room to stir the mustard in later. So 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard.
You know, out of all the things in this world that you could have added to your French onion soup, you decided to add mustard? Like, listen, I mean, if it's your cup of tea, I'm judging. That's all I can say, I'm judging.
And then 3 cups beef broth. Here we go. It worked. It all fit. Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da. That looks like vomit. There's no other way to describe it. It looks like vomit. It looks like you, I don't know, had a bad meal and threw up in your pot. Sorry, your pan.
Da-da-da-da. Okay, you're gonna let this simmer for another 20 minutes. Then we're gonna season with salt and pepper. Then we're gonna put this in the bowl and bake it with cheese and bread, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, this still has about 10 minutes left of simmering, but I just took a sneak little sip of it, and it's a little bland. So it says to do a little salt and pepper for flavoring. So I'm gonna do that right now so it cooks in. I'm not gonna wait till the end. There you go. A little salt, just to kick up the taste a little bit.
Yes, to kick up the taste. You know, just a little salt, just a little pepper. That's it. No other spices, no nothing, just salt and pepper.
Look, the onions just are amazing, and the white wine. All right, we're gonna plate this now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do it on a paper plate because we're gonna spread cheese over it. We don't want the cheese to fall on the cookie sheet because later on we're gonna put on a cookie sheet. We don't want to burn the cheese onto the cookie sheet. So let's plate it first here. I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do now, first thing you're gonna do, you remember the bread? Remember the bread I told you about? Yep, that's right. You're gonna set it right in there. Then you're gonna take some cheese. You're gonna cover the entire top of this. This is why I say use a paper plate. Oh, beautiful. Then we're going to sprinkle on top of that. Kind of fill the holes on the side with some Parmesan.
Jack, my friend, that is a lot of cheese. Not just one type of cheese. You have 2 types of cheese. Like, holy cannoli.
Now, you're going to put your broiler on. Some of you may not have a broiler, so you may have to bake these at a quick high temperature to get the cheese to melt and brown a little bit. The cheese will be nice and bubbly. We'll show you in just a minute. Wow. Got to be careful. Look how beautiful that looks.
Can't say I am disappointed. Oh, I'm a little disappointed. I was promised bowling and melted cheese. What that looks like is a cat hairball is the best way I can describe it.
Ooh, be real careful. This is very hot. Let me see if I can sneak it with a spoon. Wow, you can see the bread? Oh, the bread even softened up beautifully. Look at this. Let's just take a piece here. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. There's onion and garlic and cheese and French bread. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Let's give this a try. It's burning hot.
That's not gonna be the only thing burning in a moment. You are literally about to eat something that just came right out of the oven. The one thing that's gonna be burning is your taste buds.
All right, so here's the thing that I'm suffering with. That's gonna fall in a minute, and that's burning hot. So do I just let it fall and let it cool, or do I eat it burning hot so I don't lose that piece? I know you guys struggle with the same problems I do.
No, I don't, Jack. I actually like the taste of my food instead of the burning of my tongue and my taste buds.
Oh, wow. This is just like in the restaurant. This is A+ material. Amazing. The salt and the pepper helps. Don't forget salt and pepper.
Yes, yes, of course, Jack. I shall not forget my salt and pepper and nothing else. I only need the salt and pepper for my dish.
I'll see you guys on the next episode of Cooking with Jack. Take care. Delicious.
That was it. That was Cooking with Jack and him making French onion soup. What I learned from this experience is, don't eat at Jack's house. You may die. I think as a punishment, we should get Sera to follow one of his videos and make one of his dishes, and she'd have to eat it. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. A pretty good punishment for making me have to experience this.
Hey, Beckett here. Sera asked me to react to one of these Jack videos. He's making some chicken or some shit. I'm gonna level with you. Things are a little bit busy over here. Jenny's currently on holiday, so I had to grab a copy of this video myself. I think it's mostly fine, but there are some syncing issues I just wanted to make you aware of before we get into it.
I work with some really cool companies. I'm very blessed. So anyway, come on in close. This is what this video is all about. I have been reading again and again about using buttermilk with your chicken. I used to hear that you would do that before you do your fried chicken. You would soak your chicken in buttermilk. But now I'm hearing that you can do a dry brine with buttermilk powder. And I have some over here, but I'm not using that in this video yet. I'm using the liquid buttermilk. We're gonna spice it up with liquid buttermilk.
I'm gonna be honest, this feels a little mean-spirited. I mean, this is just a guy who's making some chicken. He's just cooking in his kitchen. It's fine. It's not like he's done anything really bad. I'm sure it's fine. And I don't know if I can judge. I'm a very simple person. I cook steak. It goes in a pan, the pan gets hot, it makes steak. I don't know if I'm the best placed person to judge someone else's cooking abilities.
I'm not following a recipe. So let's jump to the part. This is the key part here. We did a great job parenting.
Okay, so he's not following a recipe, he's being creative. He's pulling out some ingredients, and I think that's pretty... I honestly think that's pretty great. We don't see enough creativity on YouTube these days. Honestly, this guy's kind of growing on me.
We didn't do the best job, but we did the best we could at the time. The other side, who she's a totally sweet person, but was not strict at all. He had carte blanche. Yeah. So every weekend it was carte blanche, and every Monday or Tuesday we were hammering our kid to get him back into shape. Right. By the time Wednesday, Thursday rolls around, he's finally our child again. Friday comes, she picks him up, and he'll admit to you, it destroyed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
having two such different environments that you're trying to reconcile
it was like,
when you're a kid.
It was rough. And he starts, because he couldn't handle it. I was Mr. Strict Parent, and she just didn't do anything. And it just messed him up. And so he starts having rage issues. So we had to deal with that. And as he got into his teen years, he had a great home life. He had everything his heart desired. He never went without. He started to hang out with the wrong crowd in California high schools. And I want to be specific about that because California high schools are rough. They're full of kids that don't want to be there, full of gang.
Now, you might say that that's a lot of pepper to be using, but, I think, we are dealing with a brine. Jack is completely right. And I think you really want that flavor to penetrate. And as much as this might look like a bit of a weird setup, I think that it's really going to have that kind of impact. And this is a guy who does professionally cook on YouTube. I think that's a trustworthy source. And honestly, again, it's nice to see something like we're all sort of health conscious. So it's nice to see somebody sort of indulging and really getting those flavors in there.
And
teachers that don't want to be there.
They're little jails. I call them little jails. And so he chose to hang out with his friends and become who they were, against our will, against our wishes. And I remember the first bad thing he did. I wanted him at age 13 to start his own company. We talked about it. We want to encourage him to start early. We don't want him just wasting money and blowing money. We want him to earn money and get excited about something. It's his. And so by the time he's 18, he would have something that's already substantial, right? So we got him into building computers, and I took him to a shop in Huntington Beach every 3 times a week. He was interning there. They were teaching him how to put it all together, and that was where he learned how to smoke pot.
So I think this is a really good technique. Jack obviously has quite a strong arm. He's quite forceful, almost aggressive with how he's mixing things here. And I know you're thinking that this looks absolutely disgusting, but again, that chicken needs time to really soak in those flavors so it can improve and become better. You know, the best chicken it can be.
And I still haven't given that one up, that I was the reason he started smoking pot. I encouraged him, I found the place, and I got my son hooked on drugs.
You know, a lot of people complain about wastefulness, and as Jack pulls the neck out from this sort of briny mixture, I think it's really great that he is going to still cook that and make sure it's used, make sure the whole bird is utilized. And, you know, in this day and age, we're very wasteful. We are very wasteful. So, you know, I've got to commend him here. Many people would just sort of leave that in the buttermilk mixture and worry about the presentation. But this is a man who cares about flavor and cares about the food and cares about, you know, I think ultimately living things.
And it's tough, and I should definitely deal with that. But it escalated, and he started cursing at Tammy and May and having rage issues. And there were 2 times. Once he put his hand on me, and it wasn't like he pushed me, but it was in an aggressive way. Mm-hmm. And I took him down to the ground. I threw him down to the ground. And then the second time, he put his hands on Tammy, pushed her up against the door, and I took him to the ground, and I was going to kill him. I was choking him out.
Honestly, I think that's turned out fantastically. I mean, you can clearly see that it's still got the moisture there. It's got nice golden coloring to it. I'd absolutely eat this. I think 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, honestly. I mean, I was a little bit skeptical at points. I'm honestly not sure I could do much better. And it's, you know, he's clear on the instructions. He's got a good sort of like layout of his steps. Honestly, I think this is a banging video. 10 out of 10. Okay, so there is a part 2 to this video where he's going to do sort of a dry rub. I'm interested to see how this comes out. I actually think the buttermilk, despite how it looks, I think it came out pretty well. It looked like those flavors really got in deep. So yeah, I'm actually, do you know what? I know that Sera kind of sent this to me as, you know, this guy's cooking's terrible, but honestly, so far, all I'm seeing is actually some pretty good home cooking. Maybe not what I choose to make on a daily basis, but I don't have much to knock here. So let's see if the dry rub is worse. But honestly, from what I've seen out of Jack, I think it's going to be another absolute winner.
All right, guys. So many things are happening on the show. We're going to use the same seasoning ingredients. And I hadn't fought since school. The only time you stop fighting in school is the principal's coming. But this was a moment I was choking him and screaming in his ears, "You don't ever touch a woman. You don't ever touch a woman." At the top of my voice, I was choking him so hard, his nose started to bleed.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know when to stop. And his friend was in the room and stepped over us. I don't remember him leaving.
Okay, so we've got the same ingredients again. I think this is a pretty fair test. Jack seems like a pretty fair man, let's be honest. And I think this should be really interesting. It's quite rare that you see a sort of an internet cook really testing out which methods are best in sort of like video to video. Yeah, it's a unique format. It's a unique format. It would be nice to see more people doing stuff like Jack is.
But the interesting thing was Garrett never fought me, never pushed back, never tried to hurt me or hit me. He completely submitted, which out of respect, love, I don't know, fear, I don't know. I never understood that. So we had some rough times, and that's when we had to let him go at age 16 and say, "You're no longer ever allowed in this house."
You know, one of the things that I really like about these videos is just how simple the techniques are. You know, it's a really approachable format for cooking, because I think anyone can do something like this. Anyone can find themselves in this position. You know, you've got a load of random spices and things, and you just think, I just want to make something that's going to be delicious and easy to do. And I do like that about Jack's cooking videos.
We will love you. We will, give you advice. We will do whatever you need, but we'll never give you money. And we were never, because he was addicted to marijuana. We didn't realize how bad it was yet, but, and we won't give you a roof over your head, but we love you. We will always love you no matter what.
God, that's really interesting. The fact that he's highlighting that in the previous cook, you couldn't taste the red pepper flakes, but this time he's kind of making a note of that. Like, is that flavor going to come through? It's quite rare that you see creators reflect upon themselves and their previous actions and what they've led to.
And you need to go. And our plan was him coming back in tears, asking to come back into the house, hoping that he would come back for a second chance so we could forgive him.
Repentant, right.
Mom and Dad stepped in the way. And they took him in. And they enabled him to build an even worse lifestyle, give him carte blanche, and deal drugs out of their house. And when
Your mom and dad?
My mom and
Your
dad.
mom and dad.
Yeah, my mom and dad. And
Was their perspective, they're just trying to offer help and...
They just didn't want him on the streets. And I'm like, look, this child's never been on the streets. He doesn't know streets. He'll be back. He'll maybe sleep in the yard, down the street in the park, but he, and they ruined everything. In my mind, they ruined everything. They enabled him. So
I think that length of time, giving it a day, is probably a good amount. I do like the fact that Jack can call himself a goofball and kind of laugh at himself. And it's nice to hear him mention his wife and kind of include this as sort of like making sure that his family is included in the narrative to these projects. Because ultimately, this is the sort of thing that you're pitching to a family environment. You're putting something out there. It's like, this is something you can cook for your wife, your children, bringing people together. That's really what food is about, and I like that is a focus point for Jack's content.
He still has never been back in the house.
What's your relationship like today with him? Do you have a relationship or?
Yeah.
We have an amazing relationship with him. Ironically, he tells us everything. Everything that even we don't want to know, to being jumped, to being stabbed.
God, that's so refreshing. I love the fact that he highlights his imperfections. I think we've all experienced this. We get a bit wrapped up in something and something overcooks just a little bit. But let's be honest, this has come out looking absolutely goddamn fantastic. If anything, it looks better than the kind of brine soak. I think dry rub chicken all the way, absolutely. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what he's expecting from these videos, but I think I might try some of these recipes. And honestly, I think Jack's won me over as a fan. Well, that was absolutely delightful. Obviously, this isn't the sort of content that I normally cover. I'm normally looking for people with a more sort of dark or interesting online history. But Jack just seems like a super wholesome guy making food in his kitchen. Is it a little bit slapdash? Sure. But honestly, I think it's nice to see just a family man making food and ultimately just putting something positive out into the online environment. So, 10 out of 10. Absolutely love this guy.